Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Savvy. It is myself, George, joined by Tate once more for a very special watch along live stream. This is our annual Oscars watch along. You may notice that we both have different backgrounds. Tate is keeping up the record of every Austria appearance. He's in a new room. Obviously, he's in the mountains as well, so he isn't going to be as loud as normal tonight. I am downstairs so I don't wake up all my family and get told off, which is another important thing. So this is like the Oscar room. I feel like I've been here every single year we've ever done this. But before we get into that, Tate, how are we tonight? This morning, sorry, not tonight. It's not the morning.
Well, I do want to point out that it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning here in Austria. Behind me in that room over there is my roommate, and we did loads of sound tests before I went to bed last night, just because she found out the late news that she has to work in the morning. Thankfully I don't, which is all good, but I don't really want to wake her up. I don't want to poke the bear or anything like that. So you will hear the sultry low tones this morning of my droning voice, which I hear is meant to be quite good for ASMR. So there we go.
Absolutely fine. We've done some sound tests between us. As always, you can never see the setup I have here, but I have the TV in the far corner there being streamed from my laptop, but the audio has to come through my laptop for me to be able to hear out of one headphone, but it can't be loud enough that it interferes with the broadcast. So our Oscar setup is always a bit of madness. But what I want to do, because, we're going to obviously be watching along with the ceremony. The ceremony is going to start in about 5-6 minutes. Well, I say the ceremony is going to start. Before we even bring up the comments, we're just going to bring up something we put earlier. Obviously, this is the big thing. We'll probably discuss this multiple times tonight. There are 8 awards that are not being presented live on the broadcast for us to view. They are in basically a room being done as we speak. So I believe some of them are on Twitter. We have not checked those out. We are just going to put a rule on between us that there may be people watching along this night that haven't seen these, that don't want to know these. So anything that's been done before the broadcast, we're not going to be speaking about. We're just going to do it as and when the broadcast comes on. So please do follow that, just in case there are other people in the comments as well who are trying to view it that way as nice as they possibly can. So that's just a very polite prelude. But obviously, as we always talk about with the Oscars, we want to hear from you. So please do comment below the films you want to see win awards. We're in for a long night. It's a 3-hour broadcast. I think last year it did finish on time, didn't it? Last year
it finished on time.
The last year or two it's been on time.
Yeah, it finished on time with a very prompt and abrupt kind of like...
We fucked up ending, wasn't it? That's what it was.
Ending. It was just this is the final award. We're done. End of show.
We're done. We messed up. Here's a giant face of Anthony Hopkins because we wouldn't let him do it via stream, even though he's older. And they completely cut that. But I said, everyone, please do comment. And normally we'll talk about subscribing for more Oscar stuff. This reaches the end of the Oscar coverage for this year. But obviously it will be back. There will be other stuff. There are new series starting. We'll go over all of that tonight. And if you are completely new to the channel, the best way to find out about our videos, what we do, everything up and coming, is getting us on social medias. That is Twitter at cinema_savvy, Facebook and letterboxd.com/cinemasavvy. Links to public in that description below. I just realized I've nabbed the socials from Tate. However, I know that Tate is being a little bit quieter and I'm used to ramming these at 100 miles an hour. So it's going to be really weird doing this. What I guess I want to talk about the 8 awards, but I kind of don't, because I feel like that's a long conversation that's going to go into the opening speech, and unfortunately, we have to put up with Amy Schumer at some point tonight. How are you feeling about that, Tate?
I'm not the biggest fan of her material, I'll put it that way. So I'm really not looking forward to that. I just think there's so much going on with the show this year, which just is unnecessary, completely unnecessary, and they're removing 8 awards for it, and it makes no sense because it worked fine kind of previously with giving the kind of shining the spotlight on the people who deserve to have the spotlight shone on them. I know that a couple of celebrities have kind of said that they're not doing red carpet just because they want to, see their friends, see the people who worked on the films get the awards. So it's absolutely crazy that they would go and do these kind of extra things and bring in this extra stuff, which is completely unnecessary. The Oscars didn't need a host last year. They're aiming at the wrong market. It's just so wrong. So weird.
Yeah, and sort of following up off that, obviously last year we had the whole split. It was London and LA, wasn't there? Was two different areas for people to go and view it. And yeah, I guess we can still say this is 11 months now since the last Oscars. Obviously, last year we're trying to slowly get back the February trajectory. I feel. I hope next year it does go back to end of Feb because it does feel weird being at the cinema watching blockbusters when the Oscars haven't happened and we're sort of veering into Oscar season. But what I want to quickly bring up is for everybody at home, our Oscar predictions is going to be the biggest thing we talk about today. I should mention at the start. So every year we've done this. The day the nominations come out, we do a video. We do predictions on the spot. We haven't seen all the films. Maybe we have, but we have to stick to what we do. And it's like a game that we run on the stream throughout. So everybody submitted a list of a first choice winner and a second choice winner. So this is where the fun comes from, is that if your first choice winner wins, you'll get 3 points per award. If your second choice winner wins, you'll get 1 point per award. So I'm just going to really quickly bring up on the screen for people at home that want to know. This is me and Tate's list. I'm not going to go through them one by one. Obviously, as I said, we haven't checked out the 8 that have already won stuff, but this is our predictions game that we do every single time. I do hope that people can kind of follow, make sense. But what's going to be really interesting about this year is we've kind of not switched it up per se, but we always open it to the floor. And this year we have our very own Oscar statuette for somebody that has submitted them and going to win. So we've opened it up. We've got a lot of people that have collaborated on our channel that have sent stuff through. For those that can't see it in frame, it is obviously here. And we have a very polite personal engraving, Cinematography Oscar Predictions Winner 2022. So all of these are people that have submitted these in. We're going to be going through the stream tonight. We're going to be ticking them off. We haven't decided if we'll do running updates. There's a lot of people that have sent them in. So it might not be as upfront as me and yours, I guess is probably fair to say. Because just in case we're sort of rushing through and we picked the wrong one. But I guess what we can do, which we've done a lot more of, we can probably have a running score between me and you in the chat. So let's create a scoreboard. So I suggest, how should we do it, Tate? Should we have, say, like football matches played points? Simple as that. Awards done. So I guess we can say awards presented, currently 0. And then George scores. Yeah, it's I hope this is going to look okay. We can switch it up as the night goes, but people listen to this every single year.
I was going to say, you've got to put me down as the away team because I'm definitely away from home at the moment.
You're in Austria.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a. Let's make this more like football because now we can actually get to talk sports stuff properly, me and you, on the streams, which I'm looking forward to. That looks better, doesn't it? Ish.
Yeah.
I'll keep fixing up. It looks like a wheels on a car or something. But yeah, we're going to make this. This is the first time. We do have a couple of comments I'm going to bring up as well. We have Dave, obviously. I can't wait to receive it. Dave is one of the people that has submitted. And it is cutting to the ceremony. How is your stream doing now? It's just begun. Ahmad Ahab says, when is the ceremony start? It's starting now. Tayte, how's your stream?
Yes, I'm currently going through the American stream, so mine has not yet started.
That is absolutely fine. So, where these folks for people
behind, it doesn't matter because I'll still be able to comment along and react off kind of what is said by George and stuff like that. So we're going to be completely fine with that kind of side of things. And the ceremony started.
So I reckon I'm about 30 seconds ahead of you, ish, maybe.
So you've got Venus and Serena Williams already.
Good. I just wanted to. They look very different when they're not in tennis clothes. I'm just going to say that I didn't clock it was them 100%. Oh, and we're kicking off with a song. Has that ever happened before? And of course it has. I feel it happens every year, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, they don't always kick off on one of the songs that's nominated.
I mean, I guess that's one thing we're going to speak about, right, straight away today, is the fact that we're going to get a performance at some point from a song.
Yeah.
Nominated for best song. From a film that has a song nominated for best song, which is the big problem with Encanto. And Lin-Manuel Miranda is not at the ceremony tonight. He tweeted, I think one of his relatives has COVID, so he just says he's skipping it, which is completely understandable. But if he does win EGOT, he won't be there to get it on stage, which is going to be a conversation within itself.
Yeah.
The green screen meme potential looks strong with this. Whereabouts? Yeah, are you past the horses yet?
Yeah, they're on the tennis court now.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really. Is there a conversation to be had on best original song? Because when they appear in credits, like ending credits, I never really care. Not that I don't stay, but I've always preferred the ones like that are in the film, like in the film, or at least the opening credits, like a Bond film. So that's cheating, also.
Yeah, I think end credit songs should not be nominated and stuff like that. I think that just shouldn't happen. It's almost like a cheat code for it. It's like,
it's like we didn't want this in the main film, but we're going to chuck it in. And it's a big name, but it's irrelevant to what you've just watched for 2 hours. That's how I feel about them, if I'm being really honest.
Song made for a film, but it's not even in the film. It's like, yeah.
I mean, what we've been robbed of is So May We Start From Annette being the song that opened the entire Oscar ceremony this year. We've all been robbed of that. There are a lot of Annette fans out there. That would have been incredible. That could have literally opened the ceremony. But unfortunately, that didn't even get a nomination, which is a shame. No love for Annette this year. Have you seen Annette? I don't think we've actually had this discussion, have we?
No, I hadn't seen Annette.
I think you like it. It's very different. It's very weird. But if you know much about the Sparks, it's kind of what you want. What I'd say, really good double bill for anyone at home. Watch Edgar Wright Sparks documentary from last year and then watch Annette straight after. That is like an unholy double bill that shouldn't be good, but it's really good. And that's something I absolutely loved. And I think Nash is the most musical I've ever seen in 1 year of my life.
Really? Well, there was quite a lot of musicals, to be honest, that were released, but
yeah, it's. So I'm just I need just to make sure I've scheduled Twitter to work properly. So that is my big one at the moment. Okay, yeah, we've got some tweets up. So I don't think what helps is that this doesn't mean something at the event as well. That's my kind of struggle with stuff like this. Is I know there's a lot of Beyonce fans out there, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything.
Don't they normally all perform live, and that's kind of the nice part of it? It's like you don't have this kind of set piece like the film. It's not even a live performance. It's just
I mean, I'm hoping this is live, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's not.
I doubt it's live. No, it's not live. You can tell from the camera angles.
Actually, that's a very good point.
May have been recorded today, but it's not live.
I can't get over the green. It's just so much. It's the green screen color of green, though, isn't it? Like that's not tennis court green. I mean, you're the tennis one here. That's not tennis court green.
It's a little bit more yellow than a normal green screen, but there is. I don't know if they realize how the internet works.
Yeah, this is gonna. It's like it may be like tennis ball green. Is that even a color code?
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, it's like a neon green, but at the same time, like this feeds straight back into the whole debate that we're having this year about unnecessary things in the Oscars, that they're trying to appeal to a market that definitely isn't interested in it. The problem is the Oscars is for people who are really into their films, are really into their awards and stuff like that, not people who would never actually tune in. You've got to lean into the market that you've got, not into a market that isn't there. And that's what they've tried to do. It just isn't working.
Yeah, and this is kind of where I struggle with it, is the problem I have with stuff like this is that this is like not the Super Bowl for film, because it is, I guess, to a point, but it's about the event, and this doesn't feel like the event. I've just got a couple of comments from Dave. Wimbledon looks weird. I mean, I'm guessing that they're meant to be in Harlem, which is where the film's set. Not Harlem, sorry.
Compton.
Where is it? Compton. And now the host comes. So that wasn't even the official opening of the ceremony. What's going on? It's DJ Khaled. I've just caught that. I'm not good with music for people at home. Will Smith is sitting on a throne. I don't know how I feel about that. Does that feel a bit weird? Will Smith on a throne? Is that a bit on the nose?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
I reckon as a comedian in the middle, she's been in loads of Curb Your Enthusiasm episodes, so I don't mind that.
I want to say this is so awkward between DJ Khaled and the hosts. This is just so unusual. Although I do like the stage design for this year, very Bond-esque.
Yeah. Already comment from Dave, this is painful. I'm just going to try and listen, so I might be a bit quieter.
Oh god, the jokes are grim.
Do you know the whole Amy Schumer stuff where like she got caught for plagiarism on loads of her jokes? This is like 10 years ago as well. It's like a 30 minutes, an hour video, just everything she's plagiarized, which is amazing.
Oh, god, she just called herself a Karen. Oh.
Amy Schumer's really quiet as well compared to the other two when she's talking.
Yeah.
I kind of wish she wore white as well, so at least they all matched. It just stands out too much.
Wait a sec.
Okay, there's a funny joke.
One good joke.
You'll get to it. You'll know what it is. Not the God. No, not the God of Games. It's the next one. Don't worry. Oh, Jane Campion.
Do you know what? Can we just take it back to how they did it last year?
What was the twerking year where they made Cruella twerk?
Not the twerking year. Was that?
Well, that was the year before,
ago.
wasn't it?
That was 2 years ago. Last year, they just had it very simple. They announced the awards. They didn't have any long speeches. It was perfect.
I'm trying to listen, but the jokes aren't funny. I laughed at the LeBron James hairline one.
Everyone's got like light laughing at the jokes. It's not like a full-on like.
It's the whole Sam Jackson thing, right? So he won this governor's award, which is kind of like, it's like the honorary Oscar, isn't it? Like, you've never won it for a performance, so you'll get it for like a lifelong contribution. And it was on a Saturday night, and it was released via cam phone footage. It's like, why can't that be on a Sunday? You know, if you're going to cut awards, why would you not even give someone that airtime? And now you're just making jokes about them. I mean, at least we should be blessed that House of Gucci didn't get nominated for anything, or else we would we'd just get crap Lady Gaga. Oh my god, John Travolta's back. Do you reckon John Travolta could present an award?
Oh god.
Whose name do you want to see him pronounce?
Rachel Zegler, but sadly, like, no, Andrea DeBose. I don't know how you pronounce that. Like,
Okay, looks like the opening monologue's finished, I think. Is that music? Or is it DJ? Oh, it's an ad break. The light just lit. Why are they just listing names? I think these are the presenters for tonight.
yeah,
I mean, do we really need them to be long listed like this? This isn't stopping.
no.
This is like a 500 miles per hour in memoriam, but for presenters.
Oh my god.
They're only up to S, and I'm ahead of you.
Why on earth is Tony Hawk presenting an award? Why?
I don't know. It's quite funny, though, isn't it? Oh my god, John Travolta's doing an award.
No way.
I mean, here's a question as well. So the Williams, Venus Williams is going to present an award, right?
Yeah.
Can they present awards when they're nominated, like their film? Like, I know that's a really random thing.
No idea.
I know it's Amy Schumer, brilliant.
They're literally just naming every single person who will appear at some point in the night. Imagine listing off all of that and then going, and now Amy Schumer. Christ.
And here's the thing: who's at fault, the presenter or the writers, or all of them?
Both.
That's always the question, isn't it?
Actually, this is going to sound really bad, but John Travolta doing the In Memoriam would actually be quite entertaining.
He'll touch someone's face. What was it? It was her name from Frozen, wasn't it?
Adele Dazeem.
It's just they'll give him a really, like, imagine they try and get him to pronounce Denny Villeneuve. I mean, I can't even pronounce Denny Villeneuve properly just because I'm so used to like footballer pronunciations of like Villeneuve. It's like so weird when it's like Denny Villeneuve.
Dennis Villeneuve.
But like, we're 15 minutes in, we've not had a single award presented yet.
It's just stand-up comedy which doesn't land.
So, if we can try and move on from Amy Schumer, because we've got no awards to discuss. It's really frustrating because, okay, who would you love to see host the Oscars? Blankets, like any comedian. They might have already done it before. Who would you?
Just because the Golden Globes opening speech is so funny, Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, yeah. I was going to say, I think that's the BAFTA and Oscar are so scared to give him the floor. It's kind of he's like Jaws, isn't he? Like, if he came on stage, he could play the Jaws theme, and every single person in the room would just shit themselves. And it's when they try and look away to avoid.
Yeah. Or get, you ready for this? Phil Lord and Chris Miller to not present, but to direct the Oscars. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because don't they tend to get like a biggish director? It's not Steven Soderbergh that directs the Oscars. It's someone's directing the ceremony. And I feel like it's a household name.
Has Ron Howard done it once or twice?
Also, like her dress looks like a Christmas jumper.
It
And that
does.
sounds really unfair because I'm wearing pajamas right now, but like this is the Oscars. I don't know. There's a weird vibe at the moment.
Wait,
She's
I'll
going for
catch
the
the.
actresses.
I'll catch the joke she didn't land.
It's when they like cut to the actor and it's like just laugh so it looks like it's worked. Oh, Andrew Garfield's in a very nice suit jacket. I'll give him that. There you go. We've got a comment from Dave. You know all these awards they cut. We could have had at least 2 by now. Precisely, my friend. We're 18 minutes in. We've had a single award. There are 23, and we're only going to get 15 of them done properly. And
To be fair,
we've got 10 minutes of
we've
Game Streamer.
one of the songs. Normally, you have to get through 5.
Yeah, which what 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, the things we know are coming, and this isn't a spoiler, is the 50th anniversary Godfather reunion.
Yeah.
Which 100% that should be. I hope they present best film because that would work. Oh, we're actually getting an award. We've got Daniel Kaluuya. He also knows how to wear a suit very well.
What is it?
I don't actually know. God, that was a year ago he won. That was such a good.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be weird is that half the people that weren't there never got the applause they deserved.
Imagine if they switch things up and start with best film. Straight in best supporting actress. Interesting.
Okay. So predictions-wise, for me and you,
yeah,
best supporting actress, I have Ariana DeBose as number 1, Dunst as number 2. You have Dunst as number 1, Ariana DeBose as number 2.
You're winning.
It hasn't been presented yet, but this isn't going to be hard to guess where this one's going.
You're winning this.
Although I will say, I do think. Have you seen Lost Daughter?
No.
So I didn't care for the film much, but Jessie Buckley was incredible in it.
Yeah.
And I feel that she could have won if it was any other year.
I'm looking forward to her performance in Men by Alex Garland.
So I'd heard about it, right? And I just avoided the trailer because I really like Alex Garland. And I was watching. Have you heard of this new horror film X? The 70s like porn on. So I saw it at the cinema because, as usual, Cineworld will show it for a week and get rid of it. So I got to the last screening, and they played the trailer for Men just before. I was like, it's Rory Kinnear. It's so random. And like, as much as I love Judy Dench, I disagree that she was nominated for Belfast. She was superb, but Katrina Balfe was the best supporting actress of that film.
Mm. How many nominations has Judi Dench had now?
I don't know. She's had a lot more BAFTAs. I can tell you that. I don't know the Oscar numbers. What part of the clip are you up to, by the way? Because I don't want to spoil it if it gets near the award.
No, you should just spoil it for me because I'm going to be behind all evening.
They've just done Kirsten Dunst's speech. They're not speech, clip of the film.
I've just started Kirsten Dunst.
Okay. I mean, I don't think this one's going to be a problem when we say who wins. They haven't done it yet. Dave's ahead. I know that Dave's ahead because he let us know his best supporting actress. He knew way before us.
Yeah.
So I'm on Sky Go, which is why I'm a minute behind people. Obviously, Tayte's in Austria.
So I'm having to watch it through other means. But it's very, very difficult out here. There is no broadcast for the Oscars out here. Sadly.
Hey, and this will reinforce the point that me and you have both made. These should be on YouTube for free for people to watch at home. And they can make all the money off the ads. And I've just killed enough time to tell you all that Ariana DeBose is the winner.
Yes.
Not one that anybody didn't see coming.
fantastic performance in the film, I want to say. Very fantastic performance.
She's probably the best thing in that film, and there's a hell of a lot of good things in that film, I'm going to say. That's not like a criticism
I don't know.
of the film.
The person who played Riff was very good.
Yes, Mike Faust, he's one of the snubs, I think, for supporting actor. I've got no idea on earth how J.K. Simmons got nominated and not him. Oh my God, we've got a lot of people that have some nominations in there. I'm still going through. An amazing Oscar statistic. Steven Spielberg he's the most thanked person in the history of the Oscars. Second joint is Harvey Weinstein and God. So I think Spielberg's was like 43 and the other two are 34.
Oh. I get a feeling that God's going to overtake Weinstein then. Does divine intervention count as,
I wonder who would be third though after those lot. Like numerically third. That's a good thing, isn't it? Maybe like, because I think Spielberg wins so many technical awards, he always gets that thanks.
I'd like to thank my family.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah. Because I think the best thing West Side Story to me personally is that you can tell that so many of them were musically trained. Oh my God, it's John. I can't never pronounce his surname. It's getting annoying now. You'll recognise him. He's out of everything. Okay, here's a comp question for you. Do you know about the Rachel Zegler drama?
She wasn't nominated. Not invited.
Right.
And now she's presenting.
The full story came out. She was invited, but her management declined it because she's in Pinewood shooting Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So her management said no without telling her. And what's happened now is when that post came out on her Instagram talking about it, obviously the Academy was like, no, we did invite you after all. And her management team had to get filming stopped and reorganized for her to fly for a few days. And obviously you're a bit like me, you've obviously been on set, so you know how much that will cost them to delay the film a couple of days. Obviously there's just been a massive fire on the set as well, which was on the news. And it's like all that over like Instagramming and kicking off, and actually it should never really happened in the first place.
So we are now half an hour. I was going to say, like, that's just bad on the management team. I know the Oscars get a lot of criticism and stuff like that, but if that is the case, then it's 100% on the actors' management team's fault. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So we're now half an hour into our broadcast. We've had one award, one song.
We're 6 way through the broadcast. So in theory, we're going to get 15, right? Presented fully. So
blast through them so fast.
We should have had like 2.5.
They're going to overrun massively.
Well, I mean, what's so?
And they've got the
there's going to be a James Bond section. They've said for the 60th anniversary, which I don't know. I don't think Daniel Craig's there. I'm pretty sure he's on Broadway with Ruth Negga doing Macbeth. So I can't imagine him rocking up. I don't know if Barbara Broccoli's there, if Michael G. Wilson at all. But like, it feels really early in the year for the Bond anniversary because Bond's like such an end of year thing, and that sounds really odd.
I was wondering when you said Bond anniversary, they're going to have it. I was wondering if they were going to have all of the Bonds who are still alive come up on stage, but like,
well, hopefully in one day. They should have done it for the 5th. To me, this is what really like upset me as a Bond fan. That 50th anniversary in 2012, PR-wise, is the best year they'll ever have. as James Bond, a bit being brand, everything, the Olympics, Skyfall, the hype, the Blu-ray box set, everything clicked that 50th anniversary. The one thing they should have had is all 6 of them in a room doing an interview or a photo shoot. It just never ever happened. Now I get they might have been able to have got Connery back then, but you could have got 5 of them together still, or at least 4 of them if Dalton's not doing it. And I think here we are, like 10 years later, obviously there's more important things than like a Bond anniversary, but we've now only got 4 out of those 6 Bonds left. And this year there is no Bond film coming out, so there's really got to do stuff. They've put Can't Batter Shirley Bassey Blow the Roof Off the BAFTAs exactly. It's actually Diamonds Are Forever Deemed do Goldfinger. So there are reasons, obviously, to see it. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It is going to be very interesting. So, oh, well done.
Are we back?
No, I feel like I've messed up someone's predictions. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Whereas on the American broadcast, I'm watching a Ukrainian donation advert, which is quite interesting.
Oh, I've just got a Belfast advert. Is that on Blu-ray? Maybe. Like, it's really weird to have the advert during the ceremony. What on earth have I done? I've messed up somebody's prediction somewhere, or they've been seen anywhere.
Oh, I completely forgot they do the Best Picture nominees throughout the entire night.
Okay, that'll be why.
What award is next?
They're doing a joke about COVID. I'm not quite sure what I've done, but I've ended up copying over an entire section on the predictions list. So I haven't actually made a mistake. There's just somehow been an extra column. Oh god, I'm suddenly on edge that I've ruined everyone's predictions. I definitely haven't. That was just a weird. I've got no idea what I've done there.
Whilst they're doing this section, let's go on to one of our topics for the night. So, here's my question. Last year's Oscars, there was a lot of, should we say, potential big moments on the night and stuff like that, especially with the ending moment of kind of what could have won, what should have, and stuff like that. I was thinking back on this earlier. I don't think Nomadland has had any longevity at all as far as an Oscar winner. No one talks about it. I think that's very, very interesting for a film that won so clearly from last year's Oscars. Now, I didn't agree with it winning, but it was a landslide win. We all know that. So has there ever been a case where... Well, that's what I was thinking as well. I couldn't think of one on the spot. All I could think of was Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, just for the performance of Chadwick Boseman.
Here's a good question then. This is really random. So this is off point now. This is going to get sport. You know how COVID testing for hot men, brilliant.
Excellent.
You know how City won the league last year, right? And to a point, and without getting biased, Liverpool the year before still won the title in COVID, although obviously it wasn't. They pretty much won it before. No one's talking about the sportness of COVID. Chelsea won the Champions League, and they still talk about Moscow in 2012 over last year. And I find it fascinating that the world has almost... I mean, we won an FA Cup, Arsenal, in COVID. It's like... they kind of feel like there's an asterisk by all their names. Yeah. Does that make me sound a bit weird? And I feel the same with the Oscars. I'm really struggling to think of some of last year's winners now.
So last year,
Daniel
I know another round one best international feature. That's one which I think has had some longevity because a lot of people have been talking about that. I just need to look at best picture nominees last year. Best Picture
It's like
nominees
a mini
2021.
Dune reunion.
So, you ready for this? Sound of Metal, Promising Young Woman,
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Trial
that
of
should have
Chicago
won.
7, Trial of Chicago 7, Mank, The Father, Nomadland, Minari, Judas and the Black Messiah.
You know, I've said that I actually did enjoy a lot of those films,
I did
but
enjoy
it's
a lot
like
of those films.
no one's speaking about them, are they? Like no one's talking about them. Whereas what's everyone still talking about? Parasite from 2 years ago.
And people still also talk about 1917 from 2 years ago. That was quite a strong year when you think back on it. But
Yeah, the
I feel like
2019, you had what, Ford v Ferrari, Jojo Rabbit.
here's the thing. Do we think that if this year Power of the Dog wins, will we look back on it in the same way? Because I don't think Power of the Dog is a
I don't think
complete.
I'm going to be putting. I think outside of film Twitter, no one's watched it. I'd say the same for Coda, if I'm being really honest as well. I love Coda.
I know a lot of people have seen West Side Story. I know a lot of people have seen
Yeah.
Dune. I don't know many of the films that people have seen this year in the nominees. Don't Look Up, maybe?
Have
It's
you
very
clocked what
interesting.
award this is? Sorry, I've completely forgot.
I also did not clock what award it is.
Okay, No Time to Die is part of it. Is this CGI?
Sound? I thought this was one of the pre-announced.
Shit. Okay, Dave, achievement in sound. Thank you so much.
I thought this was one that was meant to be pre-announced. This is interesting.
Oh, they've already done it. Look.
Yeah.
That's so unfair. Like, that's frustrating as well, isn't it? They'll all be back here in a couple of years as well for when they win everything again for June Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Did they give them the speech? Yeah, they do.
I bet it's trimmed. I bet if anyone made a comment, they'd have deleted it. Sorry, folks, I'm just updating the spreadsheets for the scores. I think we both got June correct for this.
We did both get June correct for this. This was an easy
This
pick.
one, yeah, I was going to say, I don't think this one was a challenge, was it? Hold on, we're getting another one. Oh no, White Man Can't Jump His Anniversary, ignore me. Didn't they announce a remake of that recently as well, which kicked off as well?
That's a bit brutal to announce Wesley Snipes and then say the other two are award nominees.
What I love about Woody Harrelson is the fact that his dad was a hitman. Like, that is the most terrifyingly incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, Woody Harrelson's dad was a hitman. Like, if anyone's never seen Natural Born Killers, please go and see Natural Born Killers. You get young Robert Downey Jr. in there as well. Oh, Dave's ahead of me. They're doing cinematography next. They're just rapid firing through some of these that were presented earlier. And we're getting a lot of new people popping up. So, people, if you're joining us, if you're a little bit later, and comment your thoughts on the Oscars tonight, let us know what you want to see win, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be here for a few more hours, and yeah, keep the conversation going because I want to know your thoughts on the actual show because we think we're 36 minutes in, and technically we've only had 2 awards. Okay, now we're getting a third one, which should be a no-brainer as to who wins this. Cinematography. So Tayte, me and you both have Dune as our number 1 and Power of the Dog as number 2.
Easy.
I mean, Greg Fraser is one of the best cinematographers. I like the fact that he's now getting like plaudits for working on blockbuster films. Although Tragedy Macbeth, I think, would have been worthy and could have won. Again, like, all of these films are so much better than last year. they going to announce it? Lovely stuff. I mean, Greg Fraser. So, if anyone's curious about some of his films, obviously he's recently done Batman, which was incredible. He's obviously worked on The Mandalorian, so that's how he's good at that new technology stuff. Dune speaks for itself. He did Rogue One. He knows how to shoot on scale. He might have even done Godzilla, which I'd want to double check. But it's I think he's a phenomenal cinematographer. At least it's starting to ramp up now. Okay, I've got some. We've got the spreadsheet updated again. Fair few people are 3 for 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reiterate the point that Tayte, me and you, not to make excuses, we did predict these on, was it February the 7th or 12th, whatever it was?
Yeah.
I can't believe Tony Hawk's presenting an award though tonight. That just, I'm trying to like get that to click and make sense. Like, I love Tony Hawk, but
yeah.
I mean, what's he been in outside the Jackass films? Like, as in film wise, to be at the Oscars, obviously not just his
Has
career.
he been like? I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know.
I love him. You get that amazing meme that pops up every year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's an interesting one. So why run another ad break? I think that was a better spell than earlier.
For a
Let me say.
for a few films.
So I'm just going to bring up the scoreboard now for me and you. Again, we're only 3 awards in, but the score is currently 9-7. That is with but none of us have had one that just hasn't not happened. If that makes any form of sense. So yes, that's going to be. I think you've got the record. I know you've won 4 over and 2, but I'm pretty sure points wise, there's one year, it might have been the La Land year, where I think you smashed the record for total points. Now, obviously, one thing we're going to say on this channel is that we get one less award now because the sound has now been merged into one rather than the 2 it used to be. So we can never get probably a maximum points that were available back then again in the future. So just really want to quickly bring that one up.
I'm still frustrated on how slowly this is moving compared to last year. I'm sure that other people will be voicing their frustrations as well online, but I'm avoiding Twitter so that, I don't get spoiled for any of the,
No, exactly. And I think it's fair to be like that as well. And this is how, because I watch the BAFTAs every year. I mean, I've been very lucky that I've been able to attend the BAFTAs a couple of times in the red carpet pen, so that's always fun. But you get that same thing where they trim down the broadcasts and you get loads of awards that just chucked up at the end. But because the BAFTAs, maybe this makes me a bit of a hypocrite, because they're not the Oscars, I've never really cared as much. Whereas with these awards, it has always been like the Oscars, they are the epitome, they are the calendar year, the award season ends with the Oscars. Everything should be presented. It shouldn't be, oh, here's a maybe, here's a that. It should just be what it is. I don't know if that makes me sound a bit psychotic.
No, I agree. It should be the end of film year event thing, but, we're using it as a springboard to start our latest kind of retrospective and series. So I feel like, for us at least, it's the end of the film year, and then we'll move on from there.
Yeah, I mean, we've had West Side Story already win one award, so we're just going to quickly bring this up for people. Starting this Tuesday, the Steven Spielberg retrospective. This is going to be our mega series for the year. We are reviewing every single Steven Spielberg film, and it starts unintentionally the week after the Oscars. This is going to end at the Fabelmans in November, as long as it doesn't change the release date. The way it's scheduled is that every single review will lead up to the Fabelmans. Now, without sounding psychotic and predicting next year's Oscars, the conversation I see a lot online is that everybody expects it to be Scorsese versus Spielberg at the Oscars next year. Scorsese, of course, is doing Killers of the Flower Moon. We've got De Niro with not Robert Pattinson. What the hell am I about? I'd love to watch that kind of film. No, we've got Robert De Niro with Leo. And then obviously the Fabelmans is similar to Belfast, similar to Coda. It's Steven Spielberg, a very personal story to him about his family, him growing up. And I know it sounds a bit ridiculous, but to predict the Oscars a year in advance, I feel like one of those two will just win it on the premise that it's those two. I don't think Steven Spielberg's won Best Director since Private Ryan. He's won it twice. He's won it for Private Ryan and Schindler's List, which is mental when you look at his work. But obviously Scorsese's also only won it once, which was for The Departed in 2006.
Wow. That's actually really surprising for two directors who are so kind of renowned and so kind of up there when we're talking about kind of best directors of all time. Mental that they haven't been given as much of recognition as some other directors. Like,
yes. Oh, documentary short subject. I'm going to be blunt.
what do we have?
Yeah, this is where we get the guessing. Documentary short. Okay, Tayte, I have Audible, followed by the Queen of Basketball. You have the Queen of Basketball, followed by 3 songs for Benazir. I'm assuming this is one of the pre-recorded ones, right? We've got a comment from Dave who put the fact there's only one live award in 40 minutes. That's also a very good point there too. Oh, they've already done the winner. Queen of Basketball has won. God, it's so weird. They don't even let them pronounce it. Like, it's just done.
I was wondering, just kind of as a point, because this is why I chose it, because they really like their sports for their for their documentary shorts and documentaries. That's why I picked it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's why I went in with it on my list as well. I mean, pretty much.
But what's really frustrating is a few years ago, because I'm from Swindon in the UK. A few years ago, there was a documentary short film that was nominated for the Oscar. I can't remember if it won or not, but the people who made it were so proud. They hired out the local cinema, which isn't a big cinema, to show this documentary short and stuff like that. And they were going to the Oscars, and the category got announced. They got a small clip of their thing played at the start and stuff like that. They were so happy. The fact that it's completely... The fact that the award is now completely shunned is ridiculous. As much as it's a smaller category in the grand scheme of things between like best film and stuff like that, it still matters. It's still being nominated. You still become an Oscar winner if you win the category.
I'm listening, but Rachel Zegler's like 3 foot smaller than this bloke. Sorry, I was listening to what you were saying. I was just perplexed trying to work out the height difference here. Okay, we're doing visual effects now. Let's be honest. Come on. Is it Dune? What's the joke about best of effects? This is the battle to see who's second to Dune, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that some of these films have nominations, like Free Guy, I'd say Bond is probably the second best, if I'm being honest. Spider-Man is nominated, yet the VFX wasn't actually finished in the film. Shang-Chi had questionable third act CGI, and I love Shang-Chi. I think everyone needs to have forgotten about that because of Spider-Man. People booing it. No, that's got to be my hearing. Yeah, that wasn't a hard guess. I'm not gonna lie. just like going across, like just copying and pasting Dune on everyone's picks and just adding 3 points. It's really, I don't think one single person has not put Dune as their number one for CGI.
Of course, there's always one film that will sweep the technical awards, and Dune absolutely it's the Lord of the Rings pick. It's probably going to win everything for part 2. But we have to wait for that.
Here's the thing with Lord of the Rings that people don't speak about enough. Had very weak competition for Return of the King. Like the first 2 had a lot of very good films out around it, but there wasn't much out, and it had that December slot, whereas Dune had October. But yeah, I'm very curious. As I said, not one single person didn't put Dune as their number one for CGI.
Of course. Okay, I'm just going to go grab a tissue very quickly.
So, I will hold. Do you have Dave with a comment? Dune is racking up awards. Absolutely, the way we want it to be. We're going to praise the Sadako man, and long may it continue. So that is 3 so far for Dune out of the 3. I think nominations it's been up for. Comment below how many wins do you think Dune's going to get tonight? I'm going at 5. I'm going to go Dune's going to get 5 wins. It should have more. But here's the real question I'm posing to everybody at home. If Dune sweeps all the technicals, which it's doing, how does that not make it the best film? And it's like the Mad Max Fury Road conversation. Mad Max Fury Road won every single technical award on principle. To me, that makes it the best film of the year. It's the best crafted film of the year. And it never won that. I think Spotlight won. And this is how I feel about Dune. Yeah, sorry, Dave, I just saw your comment and wanted to ask a bit unfair. Again, it's like one of the biggest moments of these people's careers and they're just getting thrown off stage to play music. Yeah. We're getting... You know, and the fact they're bringing on people before the others have even walked off is also insane within itself.
Did I miss anything?
Oh, sorry, someone went to do a speech and they played the music before it could even start. Imagine that, like the one guy, your career highlight. They'll be back for Dune Part 2, Christ. I guess. Tony Hawk looks taller than I thought he does.
Yeah, he's quite a tall dude.
I think I'm so used to seeing him with like knee pads on, not in a tux. Oh, we're getting the Bond. We're getting the Bond anniversary.
Sorry, did they forget Lazenby? Sorry, did they named every Bond apart from Lazenby?
The other fella.
Oh, they forgot Lazenby.
I hope this isn't the same montage as what we had for the BAFTAs.
Sorry, I'm just rattling over the fact that they forgot one of the Bonds.
But they showed Lazenby before more, which is something. God, Craig does look young, Casino Royale, doesn't he?
Yeah, watch it.
I guess this is a beautiful way to push the fact that we did the Bond retrospective last year, which is probably one of the highlights of the channel the last few years, was getting all the new people on 007, A to Z, so many other people jumping on each week. And obviously we want to do some stuff to celebrate this anniversary later this year. At least they're doing all the gun barrels for everyone. And they've done it in the correct order. I do feel bad for No Time. So I know you weren't as big a fan as me at launch, but I feel that it would have won, if not for Dune, No Time to Die could have got a fair few technicals. I think it's just rotten luck that it's come out the same year as Dune. If I'm being completely honest, I think Fukunaga is an incredible director. And I think when he does Master the this year, a lot of people are going to see how fantastic he is.
Yeah, my criticisms for the film aren't with the direction at all, because I actually really like the direction. My criticisms for the film are about what happens in the film.
Yeah. Would you take him back?
I think is where
to do maybe not the first like for a new Bond. Would you take Fukunaga back to do another Bond film? I would love him in a heartbeat.
100%. Give him a better story.
I mean, as much as I love James Bond, I feel bad for like the people getting shafted who can't present an award for.
Yeah.
I mean,
A montage you can find on YouTube.
yeah, literally, like not even any Bond talent there. Just done.
Yeah.
Like here's a trailer for the Bond franchise that's been out for 60 years. You could have at least put someone there. I mean, Judi Dench is in the crowd. Bring her up on stage and let her talk about James Bond.
No, apparently not. Sorry,
Right,
on a slight tangent. My slippers are behind me and my feet are getting cold.
Right, so people at home, I'm just updating the scoreboards again. So me and Tayte, we have now presented 5. The fact we've only had 5 awards in 53 minutes. Tayte, we've had 5 awards in 53 minutes.
We've got
there's going to be 23, so there's got to be 18 in the next 2 hours, apparently.
Yeah.
13 each. I think me and you said this a while ago. Me and you, we're pretty tight most years we do this, aren't we? Like, there's only a select few categories where we pretty much haven't mirrored each other. The real question is, do we have anybody in the submission section that is on maximum points?
Another question I have is that we've been talking about different awards that should be added to the Oscars in previous years, like best stunts and stuff like that. This year they added the fan favorite award. Did I hear that right?
Yeah, it's not an official. It's not an official Oscar. They've had to confirm due to a lot of people like me thinking it's utter nonsense. But yes, that's going to get wasted airtime. And do you know what the favorite for that is?
Cinderella.
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. No way.
Because
so
the
I
Zack
thought
Snyder fans jumped on it.
3 films that I heard were getting traction were Army of the Dead,
Yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home, and the James Corden Cinderella film. And people were voting the James Corden Cinderella film just to show how shit the award was, basically. To kind of,
and
you know,
was
like
also the Johnny Depp one. I don't know if you heard it was quite Minimeter or something. It was about a photographer, like a war photographer. That was due to come out around the time the Amber Heard stuff. It just kept getting delayed. And a lot of the Johnny Depp fans rose up and did it as an anti-Amber Heard protests. And apparently it was up there, but it dropped off pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, if Cinderella would have been the jokes, but the thing, my problem is, did Army of the Dead even get a cinema release to qualify? Like,
probably not.
I thought the whole
Maybe
purpose of the Oscars that's another Netflix film.
Yeah.
I just thought that was Ryan Reynolds for a second. It's just Jane Redknapp. What's that you got? I've not eaten anything yet. I had a pizza earlier, so I'm like... I remember last year's stream, I went to get a Domino's and they shut at 11, so I couldn't actually order anything because I'd woke up from my nap. So this year I made sure I tactically got it done properly.
So in Austria,
right.
2 things. 1, everything's on a Sunday, so you can't actually order anything. 2, they don't actually have many fast food places. They have Burger King and McDonald's. That's pretty much it. But I'm eating praline Milka bites.
Oh, milk as well, nice. Whenever you used to go to Spain, that's one of the highlights was getting Milka bars.
Lay's Bugles and some dried mango. That's my snacks for the evening.
Are we going back to the same? Yeah, we've only had one song as well.
I'm surprised they didn't tie... Question, why didn't they tie in the Bond section with Billie Eilish Bond song?
Yeah, unless she sings now. As you said, that song I follow, Tom Beasley on Twitter, super strange the entire montage praising James Bond and not the link to the No Time to Die performance.
Do you know what, George? Should we put in our bid for directing the Oscars next year? No, we're going to watch Don't Look Up. Excellent.
It'd be so corrupt. You know what I'd do? I'd literally just make sure Adam Driver gets nominated for no reason, just to get a selfie with him after. Like, it would just be it'd be like the Golden Globes, isn't it? They just nominate people they want to meet. Oh, it's 70 pages. I'm guessing we're going to get the Encanto song now. So we're going to go from a Bond montage to probably getting an Encanto live. Make it make sense. Yeah, we're getting Dos Oruguitas live after having a Bond montage.
Excellent.
Here's the question: are we going to get Billie Eilish in person? Like we have, like, I mean, as in, because Beyonce wasn't in person. I guess this is a good time for us to plug the animated discussion we had last week as well.
We both live. That's interesting.
Yeah, this is live. Do you reckon Encanto is going to end up like? Do you remember Disney on Ice back in the day when you were like kids? You ever heard of it? I feel that Encanto is going to become like another Frozen. Like, I can see Encanto the musical happening in the next few years. They're like the West End or on Broadway, because Frozen's done all that now.
Yeah. But we're not going to spoil our kind of opinions on Encanto because it's not one of the best picture nominees. But if you do want to see our opinion, please go and watch our rundown of the animated films, because it was a very good rundown. We talk about every single animated film and we give our opinions on what we think should have won. We think that Encanto is going to win the award.
Mm-hmm.
But do we think it deserved it? Go find out on our review.
I've already forgotten. Did we both say Luca in the end, or at least Mitchell's versus the Machines?
We both said Luca.
Yeah, I mean, I'd happy with that. Luca by a mile. I think it's massively underrated. And again, it's Pixar. Like, we spoke about this, didn't we? So, like, Turning Red is a very, I don't want to use the word ambitious, but it feels like a very personal film, a very important film. And I think Luca's something similar. And it's just like the shackles of the Disney overlords have done stuff to Pixar now. And I feel that this year is been a turning point for what's going to happen at the company. Obviously, we've got all the walkouts of the Don't Say Gay bill, which has been massive in California. And again, it's Bob Chapek doing terrible things, being a terrible CEO, which is an understatement. And there are rumors that he has fallen out with Bob Iger, that they haven't got on for a while. That Bob Iger didn't like the fact that he apparently had to cover for Chapek being so crap. And obviously he's retired, he won't come back. So Disney's in a very interesting position. And I think they're probably very blessed, like stuff like this, where they can get the pressure took off them for 10 minutes here and there because they've got a couple of animated films performing well. That's a good performance. But again, if they'd nominated Don't Say, because apparently the way it works is they get to submit one song per film, and they chose Dos Oruguitas because they thought that was going to be the song that was big.
But here's the thing: it's probably going to win Best Song, not because it is the best song, but because it's from the film that should have won Best Song.
But I think No Time to Die is going to get it still. Because Billie Eilish, you've got to think how big Billie Eilish is in America now as well. I mean, she's a worldwide name, but it's so weird for her to talk about Disney princesses knowing that we've all seen Pam and Tommy now as well. I mean, I absolutely love her, but
I feel like I was just going to say very quickly, the reason why I don't think Billie Eilish is going to win was because the song came out like 2 years ago.
2020. 2020. I think the song came out in 2020. But it's probably, would that be the longest ever gap from a film potentially, a song being released to winning an Oscar?
Possibly.
So they've got Disney princesses presenting Best Animated Film. Here we go, Tayte. It's the moment of truth.
Here we go.
We both have Encanto to win. I've got Flea as second. No idea why I picked Flea. I think because it was nominated for 3 awards. And you have Luca.
I really hope Luca wins.
If Luca won, I'd be honestly buzzing. Mitchell's the Machines. If that won, I'd be buzzing as well.
Yeah.
We've got a
It's
very
really
loud cheer from the crowd.
Once again, I want to pitch it because I think it's really bad that people don't actually watch these nominations. They get their kids to watch them, which in the case of Flea is awful. Like, because it's not a kid's film. It's a very dark, kind of harrowing look into a person's struggles in life.
Is this the epitome of a film that wins because of the time of year it came out? Normally, I swear they do best animated in the show a lot later too. It's never normally this early, I feel.
Totally. Shouldn't have won.
I was like praying, like, please just say Mitchell's and the Machines or Luca.
Okay.
Do you think it's odd that they let Disney princesses present that award?
Live action Disney princesses on top of that.
I mean, you'll probably get someone to like us screeching at the fact that there's a black Little Mermaid. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot the princess's name. Ariel. Sorry, Ariel. Is that out this year or next year?
Next year. Or maybe it is this year. Well, I will say we kind of already know what's going to win next year's Oscar for animated film already. It's not going to be a surprise. It's,
Next year. Oh, Lightyear.
Yeah. If only Spider-Verse was released a little bit earlier, they compete.
Oh, sorry. No. Would they let a sequel win? That's the question, isn't it? Could a sequel win? No, so ignore me. Toy Story 3 and 2 probably. Well, no, 3 won because it wasn't an Oscar when 2 came out, was it?
Both next year, aren't they? Might be the most competitive year in a while.
But the whole memento of Spider-Man was like somebody's going to have to beat Disney, wasn't it? That was the. Also, the fact they had the Encanto song perform live just before it won Best Animated too is a bit of a. Oh dear me, not this. No. Okay, the top 5 cheer moments of the year. We don't do that in England. Number 5. Do you care about these, or do you want to watch them and see how ridiculous it's going to get?
See how ridiculous.
Oh wait, hold on. No, this is real film. Sorry, ignore me. This isn't last year. This is. What's the logic of this then? Is this meant to be the best top 5 moments in cinema history or for cheering or something?
Why? What?
No, the
Why?
Spider-Man No Way Home, the 3 Spider-Men is not a better moment than the Portal scene, even though it does contain the King Tobey Maguire. Fuck that. They've just put Zack Snyder's Justice League at number 1. For cinema.
No way.
Fucking hell.
This is
Those fans are
cringy.
deluded.
This is bad. They could have done a Royal Award at this time. What are they on?
I literally have just gone to text Charlie.
No. Oh my god.
That is terrible. I went to text Charlie, say what the fuck is going on, and she's basically already sent me the same thing. I mean, if I'm going to be as unbiased as I possibly can in my lifetime, a cheer moment isn't really a thing in England, right? That's point 1. But Portals, in an unbiased viewpoint,
Could be
Portals
number 1.
is probably one of the biggest moments in cinema history in terms of audience reaction. That's probably a polite way of saying it rather than calling it a cheer moment. The history of cinema, you can't just trim it down to a film that wasn't actually released at cinemas. It was only released at streaming services.
My God, this is why you
How
don't
did
get.
Dreamgirls get in there? Like, without sounding horrible.
This is why you don't do fan awards. This is
Again,
just
like
why.
they're getting screen time, but not people who have actually contributed to cinema in the last 12 months, well, 11 months, I guess we can say, right? But I'm too scared to look on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't want to. It'd just be an absolute bloodbath.
Like, how do you
Actually, shouldn't do it because it'd be quite funny.
see what? Oh, lovely. We've got see what man in. Lovely to see you. As they've tied me between Endgame and No Way Home. Both exactly, my friend. No Way Home is so new. It's so hard to put in that mindset. I mean, we literally can't buy it on Blu-ray until a week's time. A week today, it'll be there. But it's so odd that, again, it's not even the fact it's Zack Snyder, because I like Zack Snyder's direction. I've always liked Zack Snyder's direction. And I'm fully under the concept. I was more than happy for him to get the Snyder Cut to come out. You know, he'd spent many years of his life working up to that, building up to that. Obviously, what happened afterwards, of course, but it's that minority group that give him, like, no, that's not unfair. Specific fans are so rabid online, like it's going to be a joke, right? It's like Arsenal fans on social media polls. Do you remember how Arsenal fans would win everything, but they would do it out of like bit for a meme, like for banter?
And
Whereas
now
this is
it's
the opposite of banter. This is like serious. Like, I genuinely believe that the Flash entering. Like, how many people? I mean, more people stream the Suicide Squad on HBO Max than the Snyder Cut. Like, these are people. I think you're around like 20 tweets a day or something insane. But yeah, it's just really odd. We've got a comment from Dave. Oscars becoming like the smash hits poll winners. Yep, no, absolutely, mate. This is like the critic. No, what's the awards? Is it the MTV Movie Awards? That used to be every summer. Do you remember?
Mm.
And it was like best action scene, best kiss, best romantic couple, and it's always like the superhero films and popular films. Just stick to those awards, but they're not Oscars. And the Academy trying to bring in new viewers by doing stuff like this, it doesn't work. These guys are going to vote for it, wait for the tweet that says they won, and then be all right. They're not going to watch a 3-hour show for a 1-minute consolidation from that. Simple as. Like, again, I'm going to bring up Dreamgirls getting in there. That I'm going to assume that was voted for by film people, which I really appreciate. But is that a top 5 worthy ever thing? I don't know. It's very interesting. What I'm going to speak about again, we have at the moment.
Very quickly. I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say that the Matrix moment they picked wasn't even the most cheer-worthy Matrix moment. I feel like the one where he's starting to believe and he stops the bullets, and that's probably more cheer-worthy.
Yeah, all guns. I mean, I know it's a bit ultraviolet now, but there are other. The motorway chasing too. It's probably not better than that, but it's odd.
Oh,
Could they not have had a set amount
here we
of
go.
picks?
Next we have
It's short. Okay, Dave's ahead, but I'm coming up. So, animated short. I have Robin. You have Robin. I think we all know. In case it matters, we both have Boxed Ballet as our number 2.
So it doesn't matter.
I mean, this is surely a pre-recorded one, right?
100%.
Now, Bestie, I have heard a bit about of people. But again, Robin's Aardman, isn't it?
Mm.
I mean, there's no way Aardman won't win. I'd be very shocked if they don't win. Oh.
So after... Oh. It didn't win, I'm assuming.
Windshield wiper. Okay. That's me and you at deadlock. Who did anybody put the windshield wiper? Animated short. Okay, Dave did. Lovely stuff, Dave. That is your number 2 pick, though, so don't get too excited. The windshield wiper. Fair play to...
To be fair, it does look pretty cool.
Jed put it as well.
Wow.
Nobody else. Nobody did. No, ignore me. Fred did as well. Wow. Okay.
So, do we want to pull up the football scores?
Hold on. They're doing another award. Is this best screenplay or is this best international film? Or is this just a preview for Drive My Car? No, ignore me. This is a preview for Drive My Car. Okay, let me quickly bring it. So we've now had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 awards presented. And we both sit comfortably on 16. There you go. Bring the score for people at home. 16-16. I'm not going to bring everybody that submitted them in, just because, like I said, when we get one like that, it's worthy of bringing up anyone's name that did put them in. Do you reckon Robin is because we're British and we all thought Aardman would win because we're British and that's British?
Oh, Aardman will win because it's the only major animated studio that made a short film.
There was no Pixar one this year because you know what? They didn't fucking release the film to the cinemas, which is. I remember the first ever time I watched a Pixar film when I was older at the cinema. I think it was Inside Out. Was it the lava one?
Mm.
And I was like, have I gone into the wrong film? Why is there a film about a lava on at the cinema? And I was really concerned and confused. And I realized, okay, it's Pixar. Now, Wanda Sykes is very funny. She's a very funny comedian. And I think, like, she's not. Oh, this is the museum.
Why do they keep on talking about this museum?
Well, they've got to make money because it's cost them, I think, like $1 billion to make. I'd love to go there. Like, I was meant to go to LA this year for Star Celebration, but I just couldn't. When they switched it to me, I couldn't do it. This was on my hit list of places to go to, and the George Lucas Museum, which is going to open later on this year. But that's more of like just madness of George Lucas.
It's a pretty looking museum, but still,
It's
a museum.
I feel like this has been advertised 3 Oscars ceremonies in a row. We're going to get it this only opened recently as well. It was meant to literally be open a couple of years ago.
So we're slowly coming up to halfway through the night. At what point do we rank our Best Picture nominations from how we would rank them?
I've just gone on Twitter. Someone just put, can anyone even remember that moment from the film? Here's a question. What would you say the 5 most cheerworthy? I'm not going to put it on the spot, so list 5, but for that kind of thing, again, it's like a social media poll. It shouldn't be on an award presentation night.
It's got to be big moments in cinema, right? Trying to think back. I'm not going to lie. 1917 going over the top does help that I was in that scene, but that is such a cheer-worthy moment.
Is it cheerworthy though? Like, I know what you mean though.
It's like in
fist
awe.
pump, like Murica, fuck yeah. Like, I can never go out of war films. I think war films, you get the best scenes crafted in war films. That's always been my mindset.
I'm sure there's actually, to be fair, Gandalf arriving 2 towers. If I'm going to throw in a Lord of the Rings pick. I'm trying to think anything else outside of recent cinema, because we don't cheer in cinema. Actually, no. Biggest cheer I've had in the cinema ever was the Jojo Rabbit, Jojo kicking Hitler through the window. So that got a very big cheer. I do want to point that out.
Oh, we're getting a...
Or
best supporting actor.
Biggest cheer moment in cinema.
This is the one that we're both not going to get. We've both got Cody St. McPhee as number 1. I've got Plemons as number 2. You've got Kieran Hines, and I think we all know this is probably going to go to Troy Custer.
Sorry, just going back to it. Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon coming back in A New Hope. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just going to tweet about this VFX thing. I feel so bad for that guy that went to say something was told not to, and it said we got some shitty Zack Snyder Justice League thing.
She's so sweet.
Yeah, he's Troy Kotzer is surely winning this. He just got the massive chair as well.
This is a win for Coda before a win for Power of the Dog. Is this a sign of what's to come?
This is the conversation piece. A lot of people think if Coda wins adapted screenplay, Coda will take film. That's what a lot of people are saying. If Power of the Dog wins adapted, then that will take film. So it's almost like adapted screenplay might be the real kick.
Mm.
Sorry, I'm yawning. These films just don't stop. Oh, I love the fact that Jesse Plemons and Kirsten Dunst are a couple in real life. Yeah. J.K. Simmons, as much as I love him, should be nowhere near this. He has like the eyes, doesn't he? That's like really weird, but they work so well for performances. Kirsten Murphy.
Very quick question: did you watch Being the Ricardos?
I turned off 3/4 way through. It's a very average biopic at best. It should be nowhere near an award ceremony. I don't know why it's there. I honestly was completely baffled.
Say on track record, maybe, with J.K. Simmons.
What a legend. She just did sign language before she said who won.
Fantastic.
I'm happy he's on this.
It's nice that some people are doing that.
I think I read the Oscars are doing a simultaneous broadcast.
Mm.
Is this out of sync? Because I've had the guy speaking before he did the sign.
I'm assuming it's a predetermined speech that he had ready so that they could play track over the top.
That's definitely been edited after. That's a shame.
Mm.
I mean, I think as far as like momentum goes with it as well, it's been such a. I mean, like February, no one was talking about Coda for supporting actor, and it's not like Troy Kotz has like led the not revolution. That sounds really unfair, but the Coda kick has come with him starting to sweep awards, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of people's attention has been brought to it.
Oh, interesting. Like your trailer, but Sky cut it off, which means that I'm going to get it. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what it's like.
I wonder if it's a new trailer or just a TV spot.
I know, it'll be a new trailer. Let's have a look. Yeah, special look. It's a new trailer.
Sky just showing trailers for their old films. I don't really know why. How are you feeling about the awards so far? Everybody at home.
Wait a sec, sorry, just watching the new trailer.
Oh, of course, yeah, sorry.
They got more Zerg.
Is he still really tall?
It's huge.
I don't really understand the logic of that.
Just a little bit of new footage, nothing ridiculous. What do I think of the award so far? Not that. I mean, the winner's good. The ceremony, terrible.
Yeah. It feels so deflated. And I wonder how much of it is because we know that this isn't fair. There are people. I mean, we haven't even got to soundtrack yet, and I know he's not there, but you know, every year we come on this, right? And I always go on the Hype Zimmer hype train, the Hype Zimmer, Hans Zimmer hype train. Now, if he does win, he's not there anyway because he's on tour at the moment. I think he's in Germany at the moment. He was in England earlier this week, so we saw him there. And like that's pretty fucking radical that he might not win and be there because he's actually playing June live for people to watch, which is incredible. But at the same time, it's so disrespectful that it's not even live. One of the best composers in cinema, Maybe like you top 5, top 10 composers in film history easily, shadow of a doubt in that top 10. And it would only be a second Oscar if he wins, and we won't get it. We won't get to see it. Now maybe he's recorded a speech or send it in or something. I don't know, but it's just Dave, at least we're getting some awards now.
Yeah.
We're afraid we've got over 15 awards to do in an hour and a half. They're going to rapid fire the small ones, aren't they? I've just got this horrible feeling they're going to go.
I mean, you made a joke about it earlier, but it's going to be like the in memoriam section, just with the things that just didn't get put forward.
I bet they did the in memoriam section offline, sorry, as well. Okay, you're getting international feature. I mean, this isn't going to be a surprise to see what wins this.
No. Although we could get a shocker because there is Flea and also Worst Person in the World, which both have got a bit of traction.
You can tell I don't have any drinks. Much. What the fuck is this?
What are you drinking? Oh, that one's not that nice. I'm going for the mango.
When I used to drink energy drinks, I wouldn't have them regularly. I used to always have the Hamilton ones. They were like cherry, but now like I was trying to read the label. They just don't tell you what the actual flavors are.
Well, mango one does, but
there used to be a Rossi one, the yellow one, which was like lemon, which made sense because it was yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Shang-Chi. I love Simu. I think he's been cast in a few new films as well.
He's been fantastic, just for advertising his own film and stuff like that.
Oh, it's got a weird taste, so it's okay. No, I didn't see The Hand of God, but I heard it was about not football, but it was something to do with like Maradona's influence in cinema. Like it's Italian film, so I think it would have been when he was set in Napoli or something. Not surprised that one. Everybody, comment your thoughts. Drive My Car. Are there other films that should have won? I know that Worst Person in the World has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting. I feel that now we've had Parasite, other films are now getting the chances they might not have had before. That Parasite isn't just the best film of that year. I think for like where the future of the Oscars might go.
I think last year, I mean, after looking back at those nominees that we did earlier on the night, I think that Another Round was completely snubbed for Best Picture because it could have easily been in there and could have done very well in there. Why she got a notepad?
She tends to write down what he say. He tends to speak a fair amount, and then he waits for her to say it out. So she tends to write it.
Okay. Well, that was quick. Oh, he said thank you very much. I think he wanted to continue, but he's been cut off. Oh my god. That might be the first time I've ever seen him cut off the music and say, I'm not done yet.
He turns like, fuck the Oscars. That's his thing.
Second time he's cut off the music.
What's Mila Kunis going to be introducing?
No.
Oh, should we
That's time
talk
he was
about
actually.
Ukraine? I think I read that she's like quite big with the donations for it, with the heritage. I've not even. This is the film that got like a nomination, I think, only for best song.
Hmm.
So we've had 9 awards presented so far. They're going to rapid fire them, aren't they?
They're gonna have to. We haven't even had. We didn't talk about Bruno yet. Actually, saying that, knowing how tasteless the Oscars have been, we don't talk about Bruno as the in memoriam section.
I've just seen a spoiler on Instagram for an award that was presented earlier. And we're going to bring it, don't we?
No.
Alright, okay. I can't even go on Instagram anymore. What are your thoughts on them singing all the nominees live? I've always been curious on this because I've always been not against it, but I'm not massive on it either.
I think
I just feel that it wastes a lot of time, but I understand the logic of why.
it puts emphasis on the best song, which I know it's
It's a good thing.
film, so they have music awards for music. Like they don't. What's the big one? It's Grammys. At the Grammys, they don't have best song from a film, do they? They don't show clips of the film
Although
song.
they do.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they do best music composed for film and best song.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But they don't go them all up on stage to, hey, you're nominated for this, let's sing. It'd be like them playing the film for best soundtrack.
I think it shines a light on the song. Some films don't get,
When there's a performance, the logic I see of it is that you can get incredible performances from these films. It's like Shadow's the one everyone speaks about, right? When they perform that live. But like, I kind of wish to do it the year after. I know it sounds really dumb, but do we need to hear it again? Like, I don't know. I know I'm in a massive minority of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got
all those who are tuning in and watching now, guys. If you're just coming around for the Oscars and stuff like that, please just make sure that you do subscribe and stick around. We have loads of stuff on this channel. People who may not be tuning into us regularly and stuff like that, don't forget to like the video, comment along as well. We like making a discussion, and share the video out so that people can also join in on the discussion.
So they've just put a Ukraine message up, have a moment of silence, straight away advert, but every nominee has got a gift bag worth 106k, and they'll get a bit of land in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's a bit shallow from the Academy. Yeah. I don't even did you see about Sean Penn with the drown with him? Mm-hmm. He wanted to smelt his Oscars down if they didn't get the president up. I was like, I'm pretty sure the president of Ukraine has got more pressing matters than to rock up for pre-recorded message for the Oscars. It's like I hate the term Hollywood elite, but sometimes they don't do themselves any favors, do they? Like, you must get, like, do you really think he's going to take time out of a war room to send a message to the Oscars? I get going to Houses of Parliament, doing that stuff, fine. 100% needed, but what are the Academy members going to do?
I know it's
Like they're
ritually.
sat there in suits, getting absolutely pissed and probably on stuff tonight. So yeah, it's always a really tricky one.
Well, we are over halfway through the night, and we've only had 9 awards.
We've had 3 of the nominated songs,
And
so we've got No Time to Die.
4 of the Best Picture nominees.
We had Beyonce, Dos Oreguitas, that one just then.
No, 4 of the
I
best.
think. Oh, the nominees. Oh,
We've had
yeah,
Belfast.
I think 4. We'll probably get another one now.
Belfast, Drive My Car. That's what we
Don't
had.
Look Up. No, did
Don't
Don't
Look
Look
Up.
Up have one? Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
And
Coda had one. Oh no, did Coda have one? I don't know.
Coda had one, yeah.
It's very interesting. I just hate the ad breaks. I know that's American TV. There's systems every 10 minutes. Ours is every 15, 16 here. But when it's an award, like I wish it was more like sport where they just have this deal. You're not going to have it for a couple of hours, or if you are, you're going to have it minimized. I just hate the logic that it still has to be every 10 minutes still. And American ad breaks feel longer than UK ones. And also, to be fair, I'd rather have American adverts than British ones because why don't you see Sing TV advertised to get on the Sky Store? Okay, well, we're still not getting back to it. We're getting another Sky original trailer. What do you think about moving the Oscars to YouTube if they had the chance?
Do it.
It'd just be so much easier.
Say, like anything where it's not a free streaming service, because you could easily, if you wanted to, you could make it global and you could charge the minimum rate on YouTube for a series, which is like, I think the minimum you can charge is like $3.99 for a one-time viewing. Do that.
Yeah.
Just do that. So many people would tune in. And if you advertise it on YouTube's homepage as well, which isn't too hard to do.
Yeah, because BT's showing like the Champions League final live through their broadcasting deal.
Everyone would
No,
watch.
okay, these are pre-recorded live action short film. I've got The Long Goodbye. You've got The Long Goodbye. Alec Achute can run second choice for me. Yours is Please Hold. They're just going to rapid fire, aren't they? Some smaller ones now.
They have to. But I think just sticking it onto YouTube would just make
Long
it so
Goodbye.
much more.
There you go. Already had Riz Ahmed up on stage, which I feel unfair for.
Riz Ahmed wins an Oscar.
Compared to Riz Ahmed, he does a lot of producing stuff. I've got mad respect for him. Oh, he's doing a Dune preview. Long Goodbye is updated on the books. Be in costume?
Mm-hmm.
Got God, this would be up the Academy if they had someone hyping up costumes and be like, by the way, we're going to present screenplay now. Okay, yep, costumes done.
What do we have as our nominations?
So, best costume. Where have I? You've both got Cruella followed by West Side Story. I mean, let's not beat around the bush here. Like, Cruella should win this, right? It's a film about fashion.
And I'm not going to lie.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dune nabbed it.
I really enjoyed Cruella.
Same here. Cruella's massively underrated, I thought.
Yeah.
I think it has the stigma of being a Disney film, even though it's not really a live-action remake. I feel that Cruella is one of the few films that they might have tried to make if they weren't doing every film as a remake.
I was going to say, because I've not liked many of the live-action kind of Disney things yet.
Just for Cruella, sorry, I missed them saying it. Yeah. Lovely stuff. At least they're starting to speed it up.
Yeah, she deserved it. The costumes in that film were stunning.
I mean, it came out. I'm pretty sure me and you did the review for that. That was May last year, wasn't it? And I'm pretty sure we both said we'd be surprised if that didn't win the Oscar, and that was in May.
I think that was the first time we mentioned the Oscars was like, oh, this will win Best Costume.
Yeah, because was that before Mitchells and the Machines? I think it might have been because we spoke about that, didn't we?
Yeah. So I just need to stretch my legs for a bit. Legs are starting to absolutely ache.
So I think we've had, is it 11 awards now? Yeah, 11. Hey, that we have 2 people winning, both on 30 points so far.
How many are we on? Like 20 something?
We're on 25. We're not doing too bad.
Bad.
I'm going to keep saying, me and you did these on February.
Yes.
Not that it makes it any easier, but it's just the way we've always done it. We are happy to do them on the predictions day. It makes it a bit funner, a bit early. There are some channels I follow and they do like an update every week or 10. Like, that's not really fair, like, to keep changing your opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cruella, go check that. What Disney film do? There is some. Oh, Pinocchio's coming out this year, isn't it?
Yeah. I am wondering what is going to be the decider between us two.
There's a couple. If I actually bring up the screen at the moment, for people at home, we're pretty much.
I think best song might be a big category.
Adapted screenplay, I think Coda's going to get it. We cancel each other out. Original screenplay is going to be the one. Look at that. We've both got Licorice Pizza and Belfast in different orders.
Yeah.
Documentary, Flea and Summer Soul, different order. Best song. It's going to come down to them 3. Editing.
Yeah.
God. Oh, we're getting another one that's speeding up.
Good.
I reckon we'll be going till the end, me and you. It's pretty close. They're going to be doing Bruno now. Cause...
Yeah.
Brilliant. So, a song that's not nominated at the Oscars, we now get to listen to. The thing with Bruno, isn't it just like the first sentence everyone gets mad for? Just the way they do no, 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 don't they?
Yeah. Best joke of the night.
How are they going to do this? Do you reckon they're going to try and get everyone involved in the seats really awkwardly?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just tweeting about how why on earth they're singing.
Not only that, but people love this song, but I hate the fact that everyone interrupts over the top of it. It doesn't have any flow. So did you know that they changed the character name for Bruno because they wanted it to be no, 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 no? I can't remember what it used to be, but they changed his entire character name for the entire film just for the song.
I mean, because Bruno's not very well. No, there's not Latino. You get a lot of like Portuguese, Brazilian Brunos in football, but like the way it's done in this film is so English American speaking for Bruno compared to some of the other names they could have done, and to be like the mystical brother that disappeared. It's like, oh, it's Bruno.
So we want to see your comments, guys, people who are tuning in at the moment. What is your opinion on this song? First of all, do you think they should be performing it? Secondly, is it now becoming a little bit overplayed?
I've just tweeted a gif of Bruno, the Sacha Baron Cohen film. Again, why is Lady Gaga presenting an award? Because they didn't nominate her if they just want to get her there for the clout of getting views in. That's my other problem. Is she going to make a pot shot that she didn't get nominated for House of Gucci? And we're getting another ad break. It's just there's some bonkers things that they do. I mean, I don't know if you saw that Jared Leto won the Razzie. I mean, I know the Razzies are inherently pointless now, but the fact that Leto won Worst Supporting Actor for House of Gucci is just phenomenal. It's not the best song. I get it being the first number one in the Billboard chart since Aladdin.
I'm surprised that Let It Go wasn't there.
I think this overtook. I think Let It Go did have a record, and that Bruno over. That's how I first heard of the song because obviously I'm not good at music. So it was like, oh, this Disney film's had a song streamed more than Let It Go, and I was like,
UK
really?
number one.
Like,
I have no idea about UK charts, but it was like UK number one for like 5-10 weeks. Ridiculous.
I just had a trade for a series called Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. Something to do with Adam McKay.
So, I'm going to ask the question now because we have 1 hour to go. We have loads of categories left. Any shocks so far?
What time's this going to finish? I want to say the windshield wiper animated short, but I can't say it's a shock because I've not seen them. So does that qualify as a shock? I don't think so.
I think it was a shock because I thought that Robin as like a not a reputable kind of like not one that's kind of known, but
It's Artman. It came out in December, right? So it's quite current as well. And again, like when big studios back in short animated film, they tend to win. Like Pixar tend to always win best short animated. Sorry, we haven't had a documentary yet.
no. I do think Summer of Soul's
It's
going to win.
I do. That's got the momentum. I feel sorry for Fleet. It's probably come second place in best foreign, or third
Yeah.
probably in best foreign, probably second or third for animated, and the ultimate bridesmaid.
Yeah.
It's so weird they're talking about West Side Story on the Sky Store when it's like on Disney Plus. One thing I'll praise Disney for is they're very smart with their marketing.
Mm.
Hold on. Twitter, Flash Enter the Speed Force is trending. They've turned it into a meme.
Already.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a quick search of this.
Oh, we are losing. Dave, thank you for tuning in.
Dave Norris, thank you. He's been ahead of us. Thank you for the tip off about the awards that we keep forgetting they're presenting because they just decide not to present most of them.
I mean, he's at Cinderella time. I'm at almost 4 o'clock in the morning here. You guys are at 3 o'clock.
I think Dave's got work though. That's the main reason he's not on the stream with us, people. Like, I've got the morning off and I'm kind of regretting. I wish I took the whole day off.
I was very lucky. I went from having to work and having to travel almost 40 minutes to get to work, which I normally wouldn't have to do because I'm down mountain, to working. So I'm quite lucky with that one.
What is his favourite film musical? Why are we talking about Coco? Why are BTS getting screen time? I know they're popular. But what are they doing for this ceremony?
No idea.
They should be at the Grammys to talk about music.
Got to appeal to those young people by not putting it on YouTube and,
Oh, okay, now they're talking about King Richard.
Good.
I really enjoyed King Richard.
Do you know what? I was going to say this because we will be talking about kind of our rankings a little bit later on.
King Richard's quite high, man.
King Richard.
King Richard is the kind of film that the 90% of the Oscar voters, I bet King Richard's in their top 5. Yeah. I don't think it's possible to watch it and dislike it. Oh dear.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to point out the Oscars doing an ASL live feed. Yeah.
That's quite good, yeah.
But the ASL live feed doesn't actually have the ceremony on it.
It's just
so you
subtitles.
have to no subtitles. Literally just the sign language.
That's what I meant. There's nothing in sync to say.
Just the sign language, and you'd have to tune into your own Oscar live stream and also the ASL live stream.
Whereas BAFTA had 2 ASL people on stage either side of the stage at all times.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Andrew Garfield looks embarrassed and humiliated to be there. You'll see it.
This is fucking cringy. I'm sorry for swearing, but this is bad.
Why are they talking about... Oh, I know Elliot Page is doing a what, isn't he?
Yeah. This is awful. I really like Juno.
I've still never seen it in full.
It's fantastic. Very, very sharp screenplay.
Okay, we're getting screenplay award.
Original screenplay.
Yeah, original. Okay, here we go. This has been one of the awards that no one can pick. It is out. Most people think of Belfast and Licorice Pizza, but people are worried Don't Look Up could nab it. That's the consensus. Tate, I
Yes.
have Licorice Pizza. No, ignore me. I have Belfast followed by Licorice Pizza. You have Licorice Pizza followed by Belfast.
I feel like Belfast has got a better chance of winning it than Licorice Pizza at this point, because Licorice Pizza doesn't look like it's winning anything. Although I did like King Richard.
The winner of Which Weekly's most charming smile.
There we go,
What
Belfast
an
wins.
absolute icon. Is this his first Oscar?
It is his first Oscar.
Fucking legend. Fucking love Kenneth Branagh. What an absolute hero. A knight
Gilderoy
of the realm.
Oscar.
A great time to plug. People, we have an interview with him on our channel. You can, well, it's from the red carpet he's on. If you like Belfast, you can go and check that one out. I'm just updating the scores. This is going to be interesting to see who put Belfast where. Okay, 20. A lot of people. Belfast second. Interesting. This has been the most split award so far. Half the people have it first, other half have it second.
Yeah, and I put it second. I have no idea why.
I honestly, if Licorice Pizza hadn't had the weird Chinese scene, I think it probably would have won.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas hasn't dug himself into a bit of a hole with how he reacted to it.
I'm assuming we get adapted screenplay next, and that'll be the big tell for what's going to win Best Picture.
Yeah, I wonder if that's why they're going to try and stagger that.
They're not finishing with Best Actor again, are they? It's so weirdly done last time. It was just so out of place for an Oscars that actually went very well.
Was that the first award in a while, wasn't it?
That was the first, yeah.
Award. Sorry, I'm just in your messages. I'm going to reply to them in a sec. Okay, so that's awards presented 12.
Here we go.
The screenplay, sorry.
So you're going to find this out before me. So this is going to be...
Okay, so I have Power of the Dog by Drive My Car.
Is she wearing the same
You have
dress as
Power of the Dog by Lost Data. Daughter? I
Is
think
she
if
wearing
Coda
this-
wins this, Coda wins Best Picture.
Is she wearing the same dress as Andrea DeBose?
It did look very similar. Oh, this is it.
Here we go.
Could Drive My Car nab it.
Ooh.
Dune won't win it till part 2. That's like my excuse for really not winning any award it shouldn't win.
Yeah.
I don't get how Lost Daughters is so well in America. Is it because it's Maggie Gyllenhaal, maybe?
Maybe.
This is quite tense. They haven't done it yet.
No. I'm waiting on your reaction.
I'll wait till you see it.
Now you're waiting on my reaction. Here we go. Oh my god. It's winning Best Picture.
What's really upset me is how many people have been really abusive towards this film just because it's got a chance of winning.
Holy wow. It might actually win Best Picture.
I really like Power of the Dog, but there's been something really smug about its entire award season campaign.
This makes me think now.
But then again, this won adapted screenplay at BAFTA and then not best film at BAFTA.
Well, my question is,
but I feel now this could take it here.
If Jane Campion doesn't win Best Director and Kenneth
she's
Branagh
got director, don't worry, she's got director done at this. No one. If anyone's going to nab that, it'll be a Spielberg, but no one's going to nab Best Director from her. I think the odds were like 1 to 50. Okay, people, comment below. What is going to win Best Film? Coda or Power of the Dog? There's only person about a film that's put Power of the Dog in its title is losing.
Is that the first category where we got no points between us?
Supporting actor. Hold on. One. I just want to double check I've gone through the correct one. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, we've definitely had 13 presented now. Our numbers are correct. Was 13. I've got a 2-point lead. Very slender lead because I think you're going to take documentary. We might end up near each other. I think we could actually draw for the first ever time.
That'd be amazing.
A lot of people had Coda that submitted predictions into us.
Saying that,
have they jumped onto editing?
The benefit of a later
pick. They're talking about Tick Tick Boom. Oh, were these fan moments? I'm quite.
Fan favorite movies.
Oh my god, this is the ones that people got to pick as their favorite of the year. Minimatis come third, the Johnny Depp one. Oh my word, fuck Amber Heard, get it on there. Absolute monster. Cinderella came second. This is a joke. Army of the Dead's going to win, isn't it? I can guarantee that Army of the Dead's going to win this. This has to be a joke. Oh my fucking god, Tate! Army of the Dead has been voted.
Zack Snyder fans.
They are caught it. This is a meme. Cinderella came second. Cinderella came second. Oh my word. I mean, I'm glad Minimatis there because that is a big middle finger to Amber, and they showed John Depp's face.
Yeah.
Well, about fan favorite movie. They just did that, didn't they?
That is fan favorite movie of the year.
I'm so.
Army of the.
That's so embarrassing. Let's go to Twitter. This one part, I thought the Oscars were just doing an impromptu tribute to Andrew Garfield. I'm now disappointed.
Well, they got an outbreak coming up, so.
Every time Sky play the Peacemaker ad, I think about how I could turn this off and watch Peacemaker again.
So, here's the point in the evening that I'm going to call it. So, George, I would like we have 10 Best Picture nominees. I would like your 10-1 worst to best.
Hold on, I've just got someone put Zack Snyder fans voting for the Oscars like when Arsenal fans vote for goal of the season. We only did it for Jack Wilshere's that took the piss, but that was the goal on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
That's what made that one worse.
So, 10-1. Go for it.
Okay, so 10th place by a country mile is... I've got them on my phone. Give me 1 sec. I'm just loading my 10-1. Okay, so how I'm ranking them. Where's my tweets gone? Sorry. Okay, Don't Look Up 10th. Licorice Pizza 9th. Naima Ali 8th. Drive My Car 7th. King Richard 6th. West Side Story 5th. Coda 4th. Belfast 3rd. Paradox 2nd. Dune 1st. Now that is a combo of what I think is the best / enjoyed. I am going to make a very fair comment. I have seen Dune 5 times. The rest of them I have all seen once each. So that's how I stand in that regard. What about you?
I think my list is going to shock some people. Number 10, Don't Look Up. Should not be here.
Yeah, that's more so, yeah.
Number 9, Nightmare Alley. Number 8, Belfast. Didn't enjoy it. Just did not like it as much as I thought I would. Felt it was too short. Felt it was very unfocused. And number 7, Licorice Pizza. Also didn't really enjoy it. But at least I preferred some of the scenes in it. Number 6, Drive My Car. Number 5, Power of the Dog. Number 4, King Richard. Number 3, Dune. Number 2, West Side Story. And number 1, Coda.
West Side Story is going to be really interesting. So I've seen a lot of people, right, speaking up recently, saying, how did no one watch this at the cinema? Why? And everyone's saying in the future this is going to be for guys one of his best films. I'll give you a couple of reasons why. Number 1, it was Fox, which isn't Disney, and they chose to release it 2 weeks before Spider-Man, which killed it. The older demographic isn't going back to cinemas, and also it's a remake that no one asked for. Now, Disney have absolutely nailed its streaming date. Was it March the 3rd it went up? Or 2nd or something? And they have had everyone talking about it all month long because they nailed the upload for it. And it's really interesting because you know me, I'm not massive on musicals. I've seen a lot last year. I think I've seen like 5 or 6 in 1 year, which is probably a record. I was blown away watching West Side Story. Like the set pieces, and it's so easy to say something like choreography, right? Oh, we're doing best score. I mean, it's not really going to be hard to guess this one.
Sorry, on the American stream, they've shown an ad for an Amy Schumer new film or show, so that's why she's presenting. No, I find it very interesting because with West Side Story, it was originally like the musical for people who didn't like musicals, if that made sense. Like it was meant to be kind of the more kind of like anti-musical, but it's still a massive musical.
Best score, sorry, is all done. Yeah. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. So that's what had sport for me because I went on Instagram and it was not Zack Snyder. Sorry, they've called his Scott Mid. It was Hans Zimmer holding the Oscar on stage and he was celebrating with everyone on tour. What I can say, this week I got to listen to the Dune score live in person, and it was some of the greatest moments of music I've ever fucking witnessed. They had the whole bagpipes there, the guitarist leading them. Why did Freddie Mercury look so scary? Oh, they're doing No Time to Die, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to listen to some. Oh, she is there. It's such a good song. Honestly, I really like this Bond theme. And I loved how it was integrated into the film with the dots.
I didn't like the title sequence, but I like the song. It's a bit of a weird one.
And the thing is, she's actually got such a good voice.
Hmm. But the next Bond theme needs to be upbeat. That's one of my only comments on this song. We've had too many miserable ones in a row.
I guess it depends what Bond song thing they want to do.
Hmm.
One part I love how the Oscars hyped at the fan favorite poll to bury it before the commercial because they were so embarrassed about the results. This is a disaster. Yeah, that's a good point.
We could have had a proper celebration for Hans Zimmer.
So, but his voice makes me feel like I'm entering the Speed Force from Flash. Someone put Yu Jung Yun watching the Flash enter the Speed Force. It's a train wreck, isn't it? The whole Flash thing. Like, yeah, this has been the best song performed tonight by a mile. They should just ban Beyonce just for the fact that she even turned up to actually sing. That was pre-recorded.
Well, actually, it makes sense because Beyonce's song wasn't actually in the film, so Beyonce's song not being live for the ceremony made perfect sense.
I mean, that'll be 3 Bond themes in a row to win Best Song if this one does. I guess that's the perk of a Bond film being like every 5-6 years, isn't it? That helps its favour. Yeah, it's interesting. Is that all 5 best songs now? All 4 at the 5?
2, 3. They're not doing Godfather for best film. That's a shame. Back to another break.
So fucking absolutely honestly.
How many awards do we actually have left?
We've only had 13 presented out of 23. Oh no, hold on. Does that count Hans Zimmer? No. Please ignore me. 14 out of 23.
So we've got production still left.
Production. I can go over the ones we haven't had. So I'm just going to put our scoreboards up just so I know they're up to date. Okay, we still need production design, editing, original song, makeup, documentary, director.
Didn't we have editing?
No, we had a sound. But editing's not been done yet. We had.
I swear we had editing. I swear they flashed up on the screen.
No, we've had VFX, original score, international sound. We've not had best editing yet. We thought it was it, but it was sound in. Do you remember? Sound is where Don't Look Up's got a chance of winning. The problem is I want to Google it, but because the editing was on the... Actually, hold on. If we have a look at the awards left, there's 9 left to do. I think 1, 2, 3. I think at least 3 of them are pre-recorded from earlier, so they can get them done pretty quick.
Let's pull up our predictions again.
So, I said it's pretty even still. I think documentary, you're going to get that with Summer of Soul.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I don't think any of us are going to be correct about actress if Chastain does win.
I feel like production design, if they do go with Dune, that could be a point nabbed.
Oh no, it will be cautious. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck I've just got this feeling about Nightmare Alley that I think Dune will win. I want Dune to win. I just feel like Nightmare Alley is going to, like, the set designs were so good in Nightmare Alley.
Dune could sweep the technical categories if it wins editing as well.
Oh, you didn't put Dune for editing?
I didn't put Dune for editing. I put Don't Look Up.
But then again, Don't Look Up's got a chance. Don't Look Up's got a chance. I wouldn't rule that out.
Mm.
Although it didn't win Best Original Screenplay, which was my biggest fear originally.
Mm.
I reckon we'll be neck and neck. It'll be one thing that splits us this time. It won't be like other years where, like,
we've done adapted screenplay.
None of us got. Yeah, none of us got that.
And director, supporting actor, supporting actress. They haven't done. Or best actress, we've got film director, the 2 main actor ones. That's 4. Song 5. The ones where we didn't get it right. Can you, like, change that to a different color, like as in completely the categories that we both got wrong?
Do you want me to put it aside in here?
Yeah.
Okay,
just
so
like red or something. Like dark red.
Just so we know that we all failed. It's got best adapted, best supporting. Oh, was there another one? Animated short. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 14 still. This is going to be very interesting. I just feel like this ceremonies. Normally, you can have a decent ceremony with off results, but the results have been okay. It's just the ceremony's been off.
Yeah.
But again, how much time's been wasted to... Oh, film editing, doing editing now.
I have a feeling that maybe because there's been so much kind of anti-Don't Look Up stuff because it shouldn't be there, I don't think it will win it. Just got a feeling.
I still feel Tayte Beam has a chance in that base. Dune when editing. Again, I just skip over it. Okay. So...
Yeah. That's a big win for you, though. Because I didn't have that as my second pick as well.
Just getting it for all the others. It's very fascinating to see who's going to win the...
I'm trying to think of what else won't be on broadcast. So makeup won't be on broadcast.
No, I mean that. I think we both know that Chastain. Well, Tammy Faye's got that.
So makeup and production are the only two not on broadcast, I guess. No.
Yeah. Oh, what are they doing now? Are they doing another award? Oh no, they're previewing Nightmare Alley for best film. Okay, that's everyone. What was I looking for? Let me just have a quick look at something.
I just want to see the original Nightmare Alley. Did that win anything?
I don't think so. I think it was very contextual.
No, it didn't.
I hate stuff like this.
Sorry, that's quite a big dig at Last Duel.
What did they say? I just missed that. Sorry.
She said, "I have a DVD in my hand that no one's seen, including the director. It's a DVD of The Last Duel."
That should have had award season stuff.
Mm.
I don't do anything as Judy Dench. So in the submission lead, in the submissions, we have 2 people on 40 points and 1 person on 42 points.
Oof. I wonder next year when we go for the Oscar predictions, should we do our
We
predictions?
should change the format so we can do ours later on as well.
No, do the Oscar predictions video like we normally do when nominations come out, but then we also make a second prediction as to what we would change if we could. What we actually think.
The week before.
Literally, yeah.
Chris Rock. Hey, he's on tour soon. I kept getting emails saying he's going to be in Birmingham in May. He's never aged.
No.
Why couldn't Chris Rock just host the Oscars? That's the answer.
I know. He's already made like 2 jokes which are better than all the other jokes made so far tonight.
Just make a joke about Jada. I missed it. I think he made a Jada's Pinkett Smith joke. Hold on, is this real now? Surely this is a joke. He just swore on American TV.
Did he just punch him?
That punch looked staged. I've got no idea what's going on. But he just swore. He just swore him. Yes. Everyone.
No, that's real.
God, this is genuine.
He just swore the broadcast cut and he punched him.
Yeah, this is what everyone's getting mental for. He just swore.
He just punched him. He actually punched him. Did he actually punch him?
I thought it was a joke.
No, it was a proper punch.
No one knows what's going on. No, not one single person knows what's going on. Because he was swearing.
Yeah, the broadcast cut in America.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh my God, what happened?
He made a joke about Jada.
Yeah, he said, looking forward to G.I. Jane 2.
No, I thought he said something else about her.
No, he said looking forward to G.I. Jane 2, and he just walked up on stage and punched him. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is
going
happening?
on? I missed what award they're doing.
It's documentary.
Oh, we took the piss out of Jada's hair, apparently.
Yeah, he said, I'm looking forward to G.I. Jane 2.
Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Oh my god. Oh my
shit,
god.
apparently she has alopecia.
Shit. Well, Summer of Soul 1.
Did he actually punch him? Did he actually connect?
No, he actually connected. I heard it. He actually punched him. Oh my god, imagine if he wins Best Actor now.
Because I thought it was like a security against taking him out. I was like, oh.
No. Wow. He actually punched him on live TV.
And it's the swearing. Because you know how in America they can't swear.
Oh.
That's going to be so awkward. Sky cut the broadcast. The broadcast has just switched off for me.
Really? Where's that?
I'm so confused as to what's going on. I'm completely perplexed. I need to update. Can you keep me updated, Pastor and Russell?
Yeah, sure. I'll keep you. I'm catching up just now.
Okay, it's happened to Charlie as well. Sky Cinema's just put an apology up.
Wow.
You have to keep me updated.
He's just talking about Summer of Soul at the moment.
Right, okay. You keep... What the fuck's just happened?
Will Smith just walked up on stage.
What an absolute champ. At least Chris Rock's tour's going to get more publicity now. Okay, they're back. I wonder if they've just done something to the broadcast about what happened.
Not in America, it's still going. Because they cut the broadcast. They cut the sound to the broadcast in America.
Oh, so they must have been behind a few seconds still.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just adding in Summer of Soul for documentary. Where's documentary? Oh, they've gone to an ad break anyway. You can ignore me.
This is such.
I need to go on Twitter. I need to go on Twitter now to find out what the fuck just happened.
This is one of the biggest Oscar moments.
If it's true she had alopecia, I can kind of understand that.
Chris Rock
This is meant to be the biggest night of his career, and he's just gone on stage and punched Chris Rock.
Chris Rock just walked off stage with the guys, and they're all shaking their heads.
Do you reckon he'd have punched when it was actually tough?
What is going on?
Yeah, it was censored.
Oh my god. Next dude just made a joke about it.
Oh, Godfather.
Did you just hear that? What he said?
Yeah.
He said, we're going to solve this like family afterwards.
Oh my word. They've got it on camera.
What's that?
They've got the...
I wonder if someone's
That
uploaded
was
it
real.
already
The
to you.
punch is real.
It's real.
Oh my word.
Yeah, just up on YouTube.
Oh, I want to watch. What's with the gangster music for The Godfather?
The video is already up on YouTube. This is insane.
Chris Rock handled that very well. I'm just going to say that.
He's a comedian. Of course he did.
No, but he's literally just got punched for the entire world to watch. And that's why I thought it was staged, because of how well he just took it like that. Done. Took it.
Yeah.
Let me send to you on Twitter.
Yeah. This is...
Here we go. Here we go. Godfather, give them some innovation. Oh, look at Al Pacino. Fucking
This
legend.
montage is awful there.
We could have got more than those three. Robert De Niro's only in the second one. I love that. That's been the biggest cheer of the night, is The Godfather. I fucking love Al Pacino. What film? You know what's a shambles is that Al Pacino never won an Oscar for playing Michael Corleone. I'm trying to listen to this speech, so I haven't been quiet. I wish they could have presented Best Film.
Yeah. Same.
I believe it's the only film and sequel to both in Best Film, right, as well.
We don't talk about Godfather Part 3.
Because Spielberg trying to record it off his phone. That's when you fucking know that it's big.
Mm.
Wait, apparently Will Smith laughed at the joke before he went up and punched him.
That's one of the biggest Oscar moments ever. Not the Godfather thing, but the punch. For best documentary feature, everyone's still talking about it. It's so funny. Everyone's having like quiet whispers, and they're not talking about the Godfather thing. They're talking about the punch.
What would you do in that situation? Like, if you just witnessed that?
My God, imagine the Oscar directors going, "What's going on?"
Someone just put, no one's speaking about The Godfather, the Roy and Tayte shot, the Will Smith just punched Chris Rock in the face. They've got an image of it in fucking high res. Oh, was it a slap then, not a punch?
We'll have to watch the video footage for that. I'm gonna take my toilet break right now.
Oh yeah, it's a slap. It's a slap. It's a slap. It's a slap in the face. Sorry, everyone at home. I'm still traumatized over the Chris Rock stuff, which is why I keep checking my phone. It is definitely a slap. It's a fucking slap across the face. Yeah. I don't know if it's staged. I think that's the question now. Was that staged? If it is staged, that's just completely ruined and overshadowed Summer of Soul. To tell you what a lot of people are saying now, if that some people think it might be staged because it's a slap and how calm it's handled, and they're saying that if it isn't staged, someone says technically it's assault live on a broadcast when he's missing the producer's now in a spot because Will Smith is probably going to win an Oscar, and they're saying this is just derailed the entire show.
This is amazing.
It's because no one really understood what happened.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, Sidney Poitier. I thought they were doing the in memoriam and they just done ads for half of it. I think it's the Sidney Poitier just tribute directly.
Yeah, we'll be going quiet for the in memoriam, guys. So whenever that does take place,
I'm not gonna
we
lie,
will.
Will Smith stuff just genuinely ruined this entire night. Not ruined. I can't process anything that's happened now.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a case of memoriam. We'll be silent as always. What do we make of that?
Odd. And they've made odd decisions for the In Memoriam for the last 2 years. Last year was genuinely dreadful, and this year, I think,
Last year they
also
missed loads of
wasn't.
people, didn't they?
This year was weird. I'm sorry, but it's
seemed a bit.
difficult to.
I don't. How do I phrase this? Having people coming on to speak about the opening with Sidney Poitier before it begins. Yeah, agree with that. But during songs to darken the stage and have them tell stories just seemed a bit. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't think that sits well. I think that's also unfair.
It's going to sound really bad, but they're trying to reinvent the In Memoriam. They've tried 2 times now, and they failed 2 times. The In Memoriam is a point where you have some sad music playing, and you remember those who lost. You have a moment. You pay your respects. I know that this is one way of paying respects with kind of Pentecostalism, kind of singing and dancing that they went with and stuff like that, but it's almost distracting. Like, you're more focused on the people singing and dancing than remembering the people who passed. And I know they had 2 big tributes in there to Ivan Reitman and to Betty White, but like the Reitman one was fine. The Betty White one was weird. It was about books. Like, really?
Richard Donner as well was. Some of the crowd cheering at certain names was a bit weird.
It's America. It's how they do things, but at the same time, I think the sad music works. They should go back to it.
It's more respectful. I feel that. Sorry to change the subject because this is still on everyone's mind. Number 1 moment: Will Smith enters the Speed Force.
Oh my god. Okay, in recent Oscar memory, this has to be number 2 moment behind La La Land, Moonlight debacle. This is hilarious.
But if that was real, I've lost a lot of respect for Will Smith, and I've gained more for Chris Rock, who maintained his complete composure. Someone put Will Smith has sucked the joy out of the room for the rest of the night.
I'm telling you now, the reaction by Chris Rock.
If he wins, do you reckon he'll get booed?
Maybe.
At least the live TV ratings next year will go way up. Tune in and see who gets slapped this time.
Jesus. I'm telling you now.
The punch seemed fake, but the reaction seemed real.
I'm telling you now. Chris Rock's reaction walking off the stage and the other guys going like, "What was that?" It's real.
It ain't staged. Is this heat at the moment? Is Will Smith done in Hollywood after that?
Possibly.
Well, that's bad.
That's really bad. And Chris Rock should definitely present next year. Just for the entertainment value.
Someone put, when Chris Rock hosted the Oscars, Jada boycotted because of hashtag Oscars so white. In his opening monologue, he made fun of her, saying she can't boycott something she's never been invited to. I wonder if this has been a few years in the making then. I mean, she's only there because...
I wonder if Will Smith's speech is to start with him saying, "I apologize for my outburst earlier."
Who put that? Oh, him.
I think...
I don't understand... A lot of people saying the memoriam seems wrong.
Yeah.
So, but Will Smith punches a week or Chris Rock has an iron chin. Is it both? To be fair, this is the viral moment of a lifetime. This is probably the biggest moment ever after
La La Land.
I'm still processing it. I'm still trying to process it.
As well.
Okay, they're coming back on now. Production. I forgot there's fucking awards to do. Production design. Okay, we've both got Nightmare Alley, but you've got Dune second. I've got Tragedy Macbeth.
Celebrity boxing match. Celebrity boxing match to sort it out.
I want to go to Chris Rock's tour in May now. I really want to go see Chris Rock.
It's just the most insane thing to ever happen in Oscars.
Oh, production design. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, there's another one pre-recorded. It's already done.
Mhm.
Oh, right, okay. Tayte, you've got a good one then.
Yeah.
Okay. Dune is absolutely flying today. People at home are absolutely smashing these predictions, by the way.
So Dune has literally swept all of the awards.
Has it lost a
Technicals.
single award? Okay, bar adapted screenplay. Has it lost an award yet? That's my
No.
question now.
I mean, rule of thumb is it could win Best Picture purely on just winning all the other awards.
Honestly, it's going to be Return of the King. It will get its time eventually at some point in the future.
So, what is the update on the scores?
Okay, hold on, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I just want to check I've got everyone else's scores correct. Sorry. Oh my god, I think they're doing. Oh, okay, they're doing original song. They're doing original song. So I've got No Time to Die. Dos Ricketts. You've got.
If you win with No Time to Die, then I think it's over. I think I can't catch.
Sorry, I've just seen your message as well. So 17 includes 35 to 33. Have I missed another award? Yes, sorry. Okay. The Will Smith stuff has completely thrown me. It's been 1, 2, 3. I'll wait till you get it.
I have a feeling that No Time to Die's won.
I think I've got the numbers correct of the 19 presented now. So
What's that?
That's the 19 awards presented at. Shit, my TV's in time. There we go.
19 awards presented. 4 to go?
Yeah, we just got the big 4 left: 2 actors, director, and film. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right, let me just. She's won a Grammy. She's won an Oscar. Has she done a Tony at all?
No.
Look at Jake Gyllenhaal just standing there really awkwardly. I just can't get over the Will Smith stuff. I'm so sorry. I just can't take that. I mean, it's a win for James Bond, though.
Mm-hmm.
As I said many months ago, if Sam Smith is winning for Spectre, every Bond song ever made should win in the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Although I do feel a lot of the win comes down to the fact it is Craig's era, because it's just a commercially and critically successful era. Oh, Kevin Costner's on stage. It's getting very, very, very. There are 3 people on 49 points.
Wow. So no outright winner at the moment.
What happens if there's a draw? Okay, ignore that because every single person that has the 49. Oh shit, no, maybe not. Okay, all of their picks are different, so Sky's broadcast is cut out again.
I'll keep you updated.
What's going? Oh, okay, never ad break. Okay, I'm back. I can't get over Will Smith. I'm so sorry. Someone go on stage and punch Kevin Costner. Someone put me and the boys celebrating Dune winning best sound. Could they take best actor off Will Smith?
I don't know. I really want to know the reaction.
I think it was such a strange moment. It was like processing it, right?
Yeah. I want to see what Reddit says.
What's Kevin Costner talking about? Sorry, I actually can't hear my TV.
Director, best director. He's talking about best director.
I'm still speechless.
Yeah.
All of that speech for best director. I'm sorry, but I love directing. Okay, we've both got Jane Campion. And I've got Spielberg, you've got Kenneth Branagh.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Okay, so I'm just obeying the people at home. I think everyone's probably got Jane Campion, right?
Yeah.
Has anyone not put Jane Campion for best director?
Probably not.
Okay, so someone did. This is going to be so interesting. I'm so curious. Is he? Oh, one of the 49 group had her as second choice. Lost the ever there. It's actually amazing seeing people at home. Imagine if they disqualified Will Smith. Do you reckon Andrew Garfield would take it as number 2? Or Cumberbatch?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think she'll be making a shit joke about the Williams sisters this time around, do you?
No.
Did you see what she said the other week that she had to apologise for? That's one part I'm surprised Sam Elliott hasn't gone on the stage to slap Jane Campion. I'm still processing the Will Smith stuff, you know.
I've just seen an amazing comment. I got in one little fight and my wife got scared.
Did she get pushed off her music? Oh my god, John Travolta's. Oh, we're getting a Pulp Fiction reunion.
Really?
It just says John Travolta, Uma Thurman, Sam Jackson all coming back. Apparently, some other countries are having the issue. They're now just all using the ABC feed. Hans Zimmer's done a video of him in it's the middle of the night. Obviously, they're in Germany, and he's in a victory speech.
You're watching the Sky broadcast. Are they talking about that moment or not?
No. That this year they're just doing ads. They used to have them on. They've not come on once. The pundits. Can't. That image, that is an image for the ages, Tate. Look at that.
It's amazing.
I mean, it's a shame it wasn't the other way around, because you could put that was for After Earth. That was you could just insert those terrible Will Smith films.
I've just seen someone put up a comment saying that the easier joke to go for wasn't the kind of the hair and the alopecia, it was the infidelity. That was the easier target.
That's what Rebel Wilson did at BAFTA, but he wasn't there. I want that's going to...
Well,
I want to put a meme on Instagram, I don't know what to do.
It's 5 o'clock. We're still not for all the awards.
I'm just putting when the Oscars are meant to finish at 4 and there's still 3 more awards. I just can't get over that. It was oh, I just...
No one's defending him. I'll put it that way.
Theo's message saying this is the best live TV of all time. I mean, you've got to admit we've witnessed history twice now. We've had the Moonlight.
This is phenomenal.
And Will Smith is going to go up with a win in a minute.
This is how you increase Oscar ratings.
Strong part. I guess it's a good thing Jane Campion didn't make a comment about the Williams sisters at this event. Oh, I'm sorry. I won't take this. Pulp Fiction 28th year anniversary. Who celebrates the 28th year anniversary?
28th? God,
yeah.
That's weird.
I'm just happy to see them back together, the trio. I hope Sam Jackson makes a joke about Will Smith.
Especially because Sam Jackson gets on really well with Chris
Beat the
Rock.
shit into him.
He's got a briefcase.
What on earth is John Travolta dancing for? They're doing the dance. This is really creepy. It's awful.
They didn't present awards for this. Oh, God.
Everyone else saying the same thing. A 20th anniversary is not a milestone. The classic 28-year anniversary celebration. Oh, they're doing best. They're doing best actor.
Oh my God.
If Sam, they've got to say something. They've got. This is it. This is it.
I do want to say, we may be going silent for this just so we can react to it.
Yeah, we want to hear whatever the fuck's going to be said. Sam Jackson's going to say something to him.
Yeah.
I love the fact Javier Bardem's so happy to be there because he knows he shouldn't be nominated.
Boo him.
I'll let you know if they boo. I mean, it's alphabetical, so I'm guessing Smith will be last.
Yeah.
I tell you, if Garfield wins now because of this, that would be unreal.
If they switch the envelopes.
They could. I wouldn't put it past them. Garfield just got the biggest cheer so far. Did you see Tick Tick Boom? I'm sure you did, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It's the one film that I really want to see from this Oscars that I haven't seen yet.
I think you'd really like it.
I might watch it today if I have a day off. So
Awkward applause at Will Smith's name being said. Not for the winning, for the introductory clip. I can't take this seriously, I can't take it seriously, Tate. It looks like he's about to cry. Denzel got a bigger cheer than Will Smith.
Who?
Denzel.
Denzel. Yeah.
Right, okay, I'm Washington, that'll be the last 1 minute, okay. I won't say anything until you've seen it. But I'm going to listen intensely. I mean, I thought Denzel was actually incredible in Macbeth.
Here we go.
Oh wow.
Let's have a listen. Hmm. Oh. Oh.
He's spinning the speech. He's doing this on the spot, I think.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hold on. Why are they playing him off?
Probably because they're 15 minutes over already.
I think he knows he's ruined the biggest night of his career.
Mm-hmm.
He has completely changed that speech.
He's hijacked it because he had to.
Fucking hell.
Interesting.
Oh, that's the weirdest speech of the night. He knows. He knows he has.
That is up there with Joaquin Phoenix's cow speech as the weirdest. Wow.
Someone put women don't need to be protected to violence. What the fuck is this shit? That's from someone on my Twitter. Someone put I think John Travolta shouldn't be allowed to go to the Oscars anymore.
Okay, I'm going for my last toilet break before the final awards.
I just Barry Jenkins put what question marks? So people, comment your thoughts on Will Smith's speech. Let us know what you thought of Will Smith's speech, Will Smith's slap. Yeah. Bonkers tonight. This is one of the wildest Oscar nights I've ever seen. I don't have the words. I'm still
very interesting because I was going to say normally the way it works is the winner of the previous Best Actor presents the next Best Actor. That's normally how it works. Can't really
he's
do
gone
that
up on stage and slapped somebody. Like, it doesn't matter what. I mean, okay, yeah, it is a tasteless joke. How often does that happen at the Oscars?
Never.
They're tasteless crap jokes. They got. I always forget her name. Coda, the actress. It gets really insulting because she's done so much more. No, the original. The one they made twerk at the Oscars. They made her twerk at the Oscar ceremony. Yeah. She didn't slap anyone out of embarrassment or anger. I hope Chris Rock comes out to present best film now.
It's so weird that an entire night would be marred by something like this in such a way.
I just... Oh, we're doing makeup still.
We missed makeup.
Oh my... I mean, we've got... How the fuck has that not been done? Okay. We've both got Tammy Faye, and then I've got Crowley, you've got Dune. I need to add everyone's points in for Will Smith. Tammy Faye won. Fair play to Jessica Chastain for that, because she said she was going to skip doing all press to watch it.
Yeah.
I can't get over the Will Smith stuff, you know. I think that's honestly one of the worst moments in Oscar history. Is that an understatement? I'm just going to update the scores very soon. Oh, not Amy Schumer. Oh, Amy Schumer just said it.
What? Did she just make a taste?
She just made a. She said there's a different volume or a different atmosphere in here.
That's actually quite a funny joke, to be fair. That's the first funny thing I've ever laughed at from her.
Chris Miller's made a comment about them how they're called animated films.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Oh my god, it's 25 past fucking 4. So how many awards have we got left? Is it now just
Best
actress and film?
Best film.
Yeah, okay, actress and film. That's it. What's she making a weird joke about Ukraine?
A lot of people saying that they should give them both the Oscars if that was staged.
Wow, look, Anthony Hopkins. He's actually been able to get.
That was such a weird intro to this award. Who have you got down as Best Actress?
I have. Let me bring it up. I really should. Hold on. Let me update the scores for the conversation. I've not done it for a while. Sorry. So they've done 21 out of 23.
We need to update the scoreboard as well.
I think that is it so far. We've got 2 more awards to go. Now, Best Actress. I have Nicole Kidman followed by Kristen Stewart. We have Olivia Colman followed by Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Now, I think Chastain's been winning everywhere recently, hasn't she? So,
well, on top of that, the scoreboard is useless now because we both have the same picks for Best Picture. So, George, you have won possibly by 1 point.
It's fine. It's the. I'm very excited about the. So, heading into the. Okay, you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 people on 58, 1 on 54, or 1. Now, the 2 on 58 have both different picks for Best Actress.
Interesting.
That's going to seal it. Both got the same Best Film.
So we can announce the winner after this.
Depends on Best Film. Because maybe 54 might get 2.
True.
I think this is going to be Chastain's. I'd be very surprised if she didn't win now. She has all the momentum. However, I would love for Kristen Stewart to win. I thought she was amazing.
She is a very good actress, Jessica Chastain.
I do think it's the weakest of her performances she's been nominated for an Oscar for.
Was she nominated for Molly's Game?
I don't think so. I think it was 0 Dark 30.
That was probably her strongest.
Not Driving Miss Daisy. Let me have a quick look. The Help. Oh no, The Help, Zero Dark 30, and Tammy Faye, 3 nominations. But Best Supporting Actress for The Help. Because Nicole Kidman had a lot of momentum at the start of the year. Oh, if Christian Stewart went to be unreal.
She was fantastic in Spencer, Kristen Stewart. I think that's what we expected.
Yeah.
So now we have Best Film. Now, because my stream is slightly delayed, George will find out Best Film before me, and we'll have to keep the biggest poker face possible.
Did it work on that one I just did, or not?
Yeah, I can tell.
The fan scoreboards. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We have one person on 61 points. 2 people on 59 points. And 1 on 57.
Wow.
Now, I think...
Do we have a winner?
Somebody could potentially win on a massive outsider.
Wow. Are you able to give us that insight?
Okay, so the person on 61 points has Coda and The Power of the Dog. One person on 59 points has Coda and The Power of the Dog. The other person on 59 points has West Side Story and Coda. Now, I don't think West Side Story is going to win, but if it does, he wins. If Power of the Dog...
I want this one.
But Grace Randolph is currently screaming because she's got an unhealthy obsession with Jessica Chastain. I'd say that's the speech of the night. She's got class and dignity.
Although Speech of the Night could go to Will Smith just for how bonkers it was.
You reckon that's? I don't want to say career ending. That's like his whole career now. He will be known for slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Is it really bad? I look at Liza Minnelli and just think of Arrested Development.
I didn't know she was in a wheelchair.
No, same here. Okay, so final award, Tate. Me and you, we both have The Power of the Dog, followed by Belfast.
I don't think Belfast is winning it. I think it's Power of the Dog or Coda.
No, I think the same as you. Here we go. Well, I say here we go. They're still going through the clips. I'll pull the poke face.
In fact, I'm going to maximize my screen so I can't even see your reaction. Oh my god. Oh my god. They got it right. They got it right. No way. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Insane.
So, The Power of the Dog has won one award.
No one expected that.
I'm actually really happy for Coda.
I'm very happy for Coda.
It's the first ever Sundance film to win Best Film at the Oscars.
Also, it's beaten Netflix to the first ever streaming film.
Yes, Netflix have tried every year without success. And
wow.
Oh man, this award was pretty tight, you know. So, we have the scores complete from everyone. Should we go through them after?
Listen to the end of the speech. Yeah. I'm so happy this film won.
I'm quite speechless. I think this is one of the biggest upsets in Oscar history.
It could, from a long shot to winning it. I think the odds were like 27-1 way back when, like before things were even announced. Insane.
Theo, I think, bet on it in the summer at like 15-1.
Even today, it was at 6-1. That's pretty good odds still.
Should be. So we have all of the.
Well, this is advertisement. Everyone should go watch Coda.
Apple's winning. Like, the people are going to come to us for something else other than Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
so that is the Oscars done for this year. And we're going to go over a couple of things.
I can tell.
Here's our internal. Oh no! Oh god! Ignore the awards presented. We have a complete scoreboard tape to me and you.
Okay, wait a sec. Just waiting for them to play themselves out.
Mine's all done.
Yeah, it's done. Cool.
Okay.
Focus on this.
This year, I went 47-3. What does that make it? 4-3 across the 7 years? A sweep. So 4-3. It's interesting.
Next year, George.
This is what's fun, because this award isn't for me or you. This is for the people that have submitted them in. And we're going to go through the people that have submitted stuff in one by one. Okay. I don't know if you've checked the comments, but I'm happy to go through these. So in 7th place, with 33 points, we have Tom Woods. Now, Tom hasn't seen pretty much any films this Oscar season. When we were chatting about it, he literally said, because he was just wanted to submit it. So I think that's not a bad score for someone that hasn't followed Oscar season. In 6th place, with 36 points, we have Dave. Which is a solid number.
Very confident at the start of the night, I want to point out.
Yeah. Fifth place, with 45 points, we have Fred. In 4th place, here we get the jump now, this is where it's going to get close. In 4th place, with 57 points, we have Charlie. Mm-hmm. Solid outing. In 3rd place, with 60 points, we have Jed. In 2nd place, with 62 points, we have Theo. Which means our winner, with 64 points, 2 more than Theo, and Jessica Chastain has won him this.
Wow.
Is Mr. Tom Butler.
Hey.
So, Tom, I will drop you a message. I will do a tweet. But yes, this will be on your way. It is a fun little prize. Thank you, everybody, for submitting in your predictions for this year. It's been a bit fun. It's very interesting seeing them all coming across this week. And I think Tom was the second person to send them in as well. So that is a very solid score. It's been a solid. I think it's fair to say the awards have been a success. But the show has been a failure. I think there are two completely different things. I mean, the fact that no one's speaking about the Flash memes now, and that was the original joke. And now, on a day in which Army of Dead's been voted the best fan film, in a day in which Flash has been voted the biggest cheer moment, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock and his terrible speech after is going to go down in Oscar history.
On a day where Coda, a complete outsider film, a feel-good comedy film, I want to add, a comedy film winning Best Picture. First time since when? Comedy film has won Best Picture?
Ever, maybe? I'd say it's more of a drama still than comedy.
I don't know. There is comedy elements in there. A lot of comedy elements in there. I'm trying to think.
What a monumentous win, though.
Fantastic.
And again, like with the Oscars, there's the conversation, right? What constitutes best film? Is it on a technical scale? Is it on a how you feel emotional? And that's the beauty of the awards, is that there are two slight differences. And I'm going to once again reinforce the facts. Is that Power of the Dog was not the best film of last year, not even by Oscar standards. Dune picked up the most awards by a country mile. And it didn't even get, for some reason, Dune, the film which has picked up pretty much every technical award, did not receive a nomination for director. And that is the only award in which Power of the Dog won. I'm just going to reinforce that. Power of the Dog won one award for director.
Tammy Faye won more awards. Cruella won the same amount of awards as Power of the Dog. It's crazy.
Did anything win more than one that wasn't Tammy Faye or Dune?
Yeah. Coda won 3.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course it did. So I was very dumb. I think they're the only multiple winners then, aren't they? Encanto. Encanto won 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. God, that's very low, isn't it? I mean, that's just the power of Dune.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
everyone's going to be. Here's the thing: Coda winning Best Film, probably one of the biggest Best Film shocks since Moonlight, probably winning it over La La Land. Yeah. And yet, no one's going to talk about it in the same way that no one really talked about the fact that Moonlight was a fantastic film. Everyone talked about the controversy, and everyone's going to be talking about the controversy again. How do they keep on doing this? Like,
they just next year is going to be like they'll bring in like a WWE wrestler or something to.
Sorry, they're going to have no presenters.
I was expecting like Chris Rock to emerge like during Will Smith's speech. I can't get over that. Like, what a madness! What madness have we witnessed today? There's a lot to take in.
There's a lot to take in. An awful lot.
And this madness will kickstart again in a year's time. Hopefully less than a year. Hopefully it's got a February date. Sorry, my Skies just started playing Caroline, which is really weird. But that's going to round out the live stream for tonight. We'll do the usual stuff, but I want you all to comment with your thoughts on the entire night, the ceremony, the ridiculousness, the viralness, the awards, everything. Comment them. We'll pick them up in the morning. We're not going to timestamp Will Smith because it's basically been the last hour and a half. It's literally 4:45. We've got the social scrolling as well. I'm far too tired to go over everything, but they're all in the link in the description below. There's a lot of stuff happening. Best place to find us, a few tweets about tonight. I'm just going to once again reiterate this Tuesday, we've got the Cinematography retrospective starting up. Tayte is on with me on episode 2. Episode 1 is myself and Tom Woods. That's Duel, me and Tayte and Sugarland Express. Every Tuesday for the next 8 months, which sounds crazy. And if you really are a fan of other stuff, we've got a review coming for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 tonight, 5 p.m. I'm allowed to say that. It's a spoiler-free review, but do check that out as well. There's a lot of things happening. New releases, old releases. I'm so tired. I mean, you're ahead of me in time-wise anyway, but yeah, it's Oscar season, as we always say to Domi. It's like the big hurdle for the year. Once we get past that, there's less films to cover, fun stuff to do, retrospectives, discussions, tier list, everything. So do hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot more stuff coming on the way. And yeah, this stream's almost hit 4 hours, which is madness.
I think we close it before 4 hours. I want to say thank you for anyone who joined in the broadcast across the entire night. Really good showing tonight, so thank you once again for that. Possibly also to the new subscribers, people who've come along and discovered the channel. We do have a stuff in Oscars, but we also do Oscars and award stuff when it comes into Oscars and award season. So thank you everyone for tuning in.
Definitely. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next year for another 4-hour Oscar stream. Hopefully no punching this time, so take care.